From the station that brings you classic country music around the clock, 96.3 KGID. It's time now for Giddings High School football on the home, the exclusive home of the Buffaloes on your radio dial, KGID.
We ask you to wash or sanitize your hands often. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth.
Starting with the Yaney family and Lexus Oil, who proudly support the 2020 Fighting Giddings Buffaloes. With over 40 years of oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy royalties, mineral interest, and any real estate that is for sale. Also, Yaney Properties will try to help with your rental property needs, from their high-end house rentals to apartments in the Giddings and LaGrange area. They would love to help you. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number is 979-542-3509. Go Buffs, go. We also thank Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. Give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. Make sure to say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them. KGID also thanks Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings or call Siegler Insurance Incorporated at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615 or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. We also thank Ronnie's Tire and Auto. Their number is 979-542-4274. You can also visit in person at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings. We also appreciate Grimm Feeds. You can visit them at 2849 County Road 114, or you can call at 979-540-8620. They are a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffalo season. We also appreciate Dana Lehman, Realtor, Rural, Residential, and Ranch Properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. And also Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. We also thank Lopez Auto Clinic. You can visit them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. They'll take care of you at 979-542-8800, or you can visit online at lopezautoclinic.com. We also thank Albane Supply Company, locally owned and operated since 1983, with the largest selection of hydraulic hose fittings and adapters in Lee County. Any type of hose, from 3/16 to 8 inches. Hoses built while you wait, and competitive pricing. On call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please give Albane Supply Company a call at 979-542-0577. We also appreciate Colton Christensen Construction, a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, contact Colton at 979-716-7009. Giddings Buffalo Football on KGID 96.3 is brought to you by Edward Jones, a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Call financial advisor Rachel Conley at 979-542-6061 and learn how Edward Jones can help you reach your financial goals. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Buffalo Football on KGID is also sponsored by Paleo Powder Foods. You can find it at 180 on Highway 290 Giddings for a line of diet spices and grain-free breadings. That's Paleo Powder
From
Foods.
the Booster
Flavor
Club,
your health.
they would like to say a thank
Football
you
fans
to
are
the following
passionate, just like
families
John Deere
or
fans.
businesses
And if you're a John Deere
for
person, the
providing
name to know
Friday
is
morning
Shoppers.
breakfast
Football
tacos for
is
the
about calling the
varsity
right
football
plays.
team.
The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppers. Shoppers has the right size tractor from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series. With financing available, Shoppers has great prices on lawnmowers and gators too. A John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, all things John Deere. It is a beautiful evening here at Giddings Buffalo Stadium where the crowd's ready for some Friday night light action featuring your Giddings Buffaloes facing off this evening against the Caldwell Hornets. And now to set the stage with some pregame highlights, I give you Mike Buck.
All right, thank you, John. Like you said earlier, we're without our main man in the booth tonight, Greg Shelton, unable to be with us, but going to miss his insight and expert analysis that he brings throughout the ball game, but we're going to try to make do. The Giddings Buffaloes coming in tonight, fourth game of the season, second home game. We're 2-1 and lost that opener to Belleville right here at home, 34-31 in a back-and-forth game. Beat Columbus in week 2, 36-28 in a triple overtime game. And then last week, we're all over the Taylor Ducks, 46-12 there in Taylor. Great game by the Buffaloes last week in all three phases of the game, scoring touchdowns on offense, defense, and special teams. Last week, the story of the night, though, was the Buffalo ground game. We had gained 259 yards rushing and had 3 rushing touchdowns. Leading rusher for the Buffaloes was Gage Yaney. Four-year starter and senior, had 5 carries but 73 yards. He had 1 touchdown last week on the ground. He's got 146 yards so far this season and 2 rushing touchdowns. So Brian Zoke last week had a nice game, 6 carries for 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. One was an outstanding 51-yard touchdown run. He's got 173 yards on the season and 4 rushing touchdowns. That leaves the Buffaloes on the season in rushing touchdowns. Cody Gill, also the senior last week, had 5 carries for 68 yards. He broke it wide open on the second play of the game, going 57 yards down to the 2-yard line. He got a little banged up last week. His status is still kind of up in the air as far as this week goes. He's got 170 yards rushing on the season and 2 touchdowns. The Giddings Buffaloes 2 weeks ago threw it 35 times versus the Columbus Cardinals, but only 6 times versus Taylor last week. And that's probably because the running game was there most of the night, and they didn't really have to throw the football, got a big lead. But junior quarterback Holden Yatzlaw was 3 for 6 in the passing department last week. He had 95 yards passing and had a 40-yard touchdown pass to Gage Yaney. Yaney also caught a 56-yard pass and took it down to the 3-yard line, setting up another score. So speaking of Yaney, John, I mean, he just continues week after week to impress.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was just he's always the athlete to watch on the field for most of these Giddings games. I mean, last week over at Taylor, he really shined. He had a 45-yard reception for touchdown, just showcasing his abilities. He was always speedy out of the slot. he is definitely one of the key playmakers for Giddings.
Yeah, now y'all saw in the passing departments, 28 out of 54 on the season. That's 51% completion rate. He's got 3 touchdowns. He hasn't been sacked a single time all season long because that Buffalo offensive line does a great job not only in the running game but in pass protection. Buffalo's special teams were stellar once again last week, John.
Oh, absolutely. We had, and I mean, we even hinted at this. Shelton called it. We had a tipped punt. One time we had a block punt. That's at least a couple games in a row we've had a block punt. And, of course, the story was really, especially on special teams, Gage Yaney, very dangerous.
Yeah, kicker Jose Leyva.
Oh, absolutely. Jose Leyva. How could I forget him? He's had his 30-yard field goal attempt, and he is 2 for 3 on the season so far. And I hate to even mention this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it pregame. I won't mention it. Yeah, I won't mention it during the game for fears of jinx. But he is perfect. 17 for 17 for the point after attempt for the extra point.
All right. Buffalo's opponent tonight, the Caldwell Hornets, come in just like the Buffalo's identical record, 2-1. Beat Snook in Week 1, 28-26. Beat Hempstead in Week 2, 30-22. And then lost to Lago Vista last week, 20-0. And the Buffaloes no stranger to the Caldwell Hornets. In and out of the same district numerous times. Even when they're out of district like this, we'll tend to play them during the season. They have quite a history against the two teams. Currently, the Buffaloes own a 5-game winning streak, having won the last 5 in a row, including the last 2 with Coach Wade Griffin at the helm, 22-6 and 21-7. I'll throw this in, though. The Buffaloes have also won 9 out of the last 10 contests between the Buffaloes and the Hornets, okay? They've got some dangerous players tonight on offense. Junior quarterback Rylan Railing has a pretty good throwing arm. He's thrown 3 touchdown passes on the season, including a 98-yarder Week 2 against Hempstead. Typically, they're going to run a lot from under center, kind of like what we saw against Belleville, the slot T, a little bit of split back, little inside veer, perhaps kind of like Taylor last week. So the Buffaloes have seen some of this, but they've got a pretty good rushing game. Running back Larry Davis, number 15. We'll talk about him tonight. He's the most threat. Very fast guy. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns versus Snook and then 2 versus Hempstead. So he's got 5 touchdowns on the season. Also, in the passing department, Rayling's main target is number 20, DeAndre Burns. He's got 2 touchdown passes, including that 98-yarder. They'll run a little play action pass. They'll run a little. They also send some guys deep as well. So at this time, we're going to take a break and go to our national anthem brought to you by the Giddings High School Band. At this time, we normally go to Coach Shelton with the keys to victory, but him not being with us tonight, we're going to just make up some of our own here. But tonight's keys to the victory, sponsored by Grim Feeds. Number one, let's continue to execute on offense. Done a great job, only 3 offensive penalties all season. Yaslow does a good job of getting the guys to the line of scrimmage and getting the plays off quickly. And let's just continue to execute on offense. Defense, we're going to have to stop the run. Going to have to play assignment football against a very deceptive slot T. They're going to bring some guys in motion and try to trick you a little bit. So we've got to stay at home and play great defense against the run, which we've been able to do so far in our first 3 ball games. And here's our third key to victory, and this is the big one. This stat may be huge. In 3 ball games, Caldwell's had 12 turnovers. They've had 10 fumbles and 2 interceptions. They're averaging 4 turnovers a game. If the Buffaloes are able to get a couple of turnovers tonight and put it on top of what we can do offensively, give our offense even more possessions, hopefully we can put this game away early.
How many games have we seen that have just been a tight game on offense and defense, both sides, and it's really just been decided by turnovers? That could be the big difference tonight. We'll see.
All right. Well, the Buffaloes have won the toss and deferred. We'll get the ball first to start the second half. So in the kickoff for the Buffaloes will be number 15, Jose Leyva. Back deep for the Hornets. It's going to be number 9, Kadarius Williams, and number 15, Larry Davis. Talked about him in the pregame. Leyva kicking off from our right to our left towards the highway, if you're familiar with Buffalo Stadium. Here's our opening kickoff. It's a high deep kick. Going to be taken by Williams at the 6-yard line. He's out across the 15, trying to go right and hit the head. Up nicely. So here we go with the Hornets. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Ball's on the right hash. They're moving from our left to our right, away from towards the scoreboard, I guess. So they're going to go out of the shotgun. Something if you've watched film, they've got kind of 3 running backs. Guy coming in motion, going to give it to the first man straight ahead. That's going to be number 10, Jace Ally on the carry. He stopped for a yard loss on the play back at the 18-yard line. Hit immediately. And that'll bring up 2nd down 11.
That was another really big hit by Elias Corpus again. 2 plays, 2 big hits by that young man there.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 11 from their own 18. Ball still on the right hash. Hornets coming to the line of scrimmage. They got junior quarterback Ryan Railing at the helm. He's out of the shotgun again. Got a man coming in motion. Give it to him. Number 1, that's Hewitt trying to get around the corner on the left side. Gets out to the 20 and pushed out of bounds around the 22-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play, but it's still going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 3 and bring up 3rd down and 8. Excuse me, 3rd down. Yeah, he got 3, about 3rd down and 8.
And they strung that play out along the far side, and Gagini came in with the first hit and followed up, pushed out of bounds by C.J. Anderson.
So we put the Hornets behind the chains here on their opening drive. They're going to be on the left hash. Let's call it 3rd, about 7. Ball's now at the 20, at their own 22-yard line. They need to get out to the 29. Clock running, 10:36 to go. First quarter, Hornets on their first drive. Going to go out of the shotgun. 1 running back behind him. Man coming in motion. Fake it to him. Sprint out pass. It's a throwback pass into the flat to complete to number 33, but he's dropped at the 20-yard line. Pass was complete to the fullback, number 33, Dyson DeGrack, and he loses a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long for the Hornets. And then come the punt team.
When that pass was made, Brian Zook was right on his defender. He was just right there. He slipped a little bit, made a really good tackle on the way down, and brought that offensive player down with him.
In the punt for the Hornets, number 7, Zach Heaton, standing at his own 8-yard line. Yaney for the Buffaloes, the dangerous return man at the Hornet 48. The punt bounces. Buffaloes are going to have to get a great field position and a break as the punter has to just jump on it right there. And that's almost as good as a turnover that we talked about there in the pregame as a key to victory. He fumbled the snap. It was low. He tried to field it and chased it a little bit. and had to fall on it at the 7. So the Buffaloes, with 9:44 in the first quarter, are going to start with their first possession inside the Hornet 10-yard line.
And once again, Corpus got around the far side and came in hot and jumped right on the kicker as he was on the ground.
Already called his name several times tonight in special teams and on defense. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun, first and goal from the 7-yard line. Running back to his right, man coming in motion is Yaney. Trouble right there, looked like, but Yatzlaw's going to take it, going right, gets the 5, dives inside the 5, and goes out of bounds around the 2-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain. Looks like the Buffaloes had missed something a little bit there. Something wasn't quite right, but no harm, no foul, as Yatzlaw was able to take off running and pick up 5 and bring up 2nd and goal from the 2.
And there was some solid blocking happening around that corner. I see number 71, but he's not on the roster right now. We'll have to get an updated roster from the coaches later on this evening.
All right, from the right hash on 2nd down and goal from the 2. Yatzlaw this time going to go from under center. 2 running backs. The deep back is Gage Yaney. Give it to Yaney going right. Gets hit immediately. Fights for the goal line. He's not going to make it. He gets to the 1-yard line. A gain of 1 on the play. And it'll bring up an all-important 3rd down and 1. It looks like the Buffaloes are going to go a little hurry up here. Quick tempo to the line of scrimmage. Try to catch Caldwell off guard. Same formation. 2 tight wing. Toss it. Cutting it upfield. And in for the touchdown is senior running back. I believe that's Cody Gill. Talked about him in the pregame. Wasn't quite sure if he was going to be able to go, but he went right there. It's a 1-yard gain to give the Buffaloes a 6-0 lead with the extra point to follow from Jose Leyva.
Thanks to that line for opening that hole for him, too. It was a team effort on that one.
Good snap. Uh-oh, gonna have to, little bit of trouble. Uh-oh, John, we're gonna have to run for it, but go for a 2-point conversion, catching a block at the 3. And I think the Buffaloes are in. Well, I didn't notice it was that bad a snap. We kind of just dropped it and had to take off running. That would be number 7 for the Buffaloes on the hole. Brady Lynn, heads up play, ran to his right first, nothing there, sprinted back left, picked up a nice block, and dives in for the 2-point conversion. And that gives the Buffaloes an 8-0 lead here with still 8:40 to go in the first quarter.
And that was a dramatic start to this first quarter. Buffaloes took it to the hole within 4 minutes of the game starting, ending with a 2-point conversion by Brady Lind. This scoring drive summary brought to you by the Yaney family and Leaksis Oil, proudly supporting the 2020 Fighting Giddings Buffaloes. With over 40 years of oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy your royalties, mineral interest, and any real estate that is for sale. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number is 979-542-3509. Go Buffs, go. And now Leiva's back on the field setting up for the punt, or setting up for the kick, I should say. Caldwell's ready. We're back with Mike.
All right, thanks, John. Seemed like we just called this just a few moments ago. The Buffaloes get a nice break on Caldwell's first drive. They fumbled the punt. We got it 1st and goal to 7. Take it in 3 plays later. 1-yard touchdown run. Leiva in to kick off again. This time he's going deep to the far side to Davis. Takes it at the 10, across the 15, 20. Little speed. 25, 30. Got some running room. Out across the 35 and dives across the 40-yard line. That's going to be about a 30-yard return right there by Davis, who is their star tailback, Larry Davis, the senior. And so Caldwell gets much better field position this time.
Yeah, the runner that time got tripped up by, looked like number 9, Bryson Kleiner. As always, we called his name a lot last game, too. Big playmaker on special teams and defense.
Yeah, on defense. Last week he had that 32-yard scoop and score on defense. That was big for the Buffaloes. So the Hornets will start this drive. 1st and 10 from their own 40 on the left hash. They're going out of the shotgun. Quarterback number 18, Rayleigh. Quick pass in the complete to number 20 at the 45-yard line, and he's going to be down right there on the spot. On the catch, number 20, DeAutre Burns. Talked about him in the pregame. He's his go-to receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
And that receiver ran right into 13, Lofty Cruz. We've been calling his name a lot lately, too. And then right on, initially stopped by Cruz, and then piling on. The first one in the pile was Kleiner, followed by a couple other Buffaloes.
All right, to the line of scrimmage, ball's on the right hash. Caldwell has 2nd and 5 from their own 45. They're going shotgun. kind of a pistol. They moved, waiting on the flags. That's forward movement, and there it is. Finally comes in. And that'll be a false start right there by the Hornets. And 5-yard penalty will bring up a second down and 10.
What's the saying, Buck? Good things come to those who wait. We waited a little bit for that flag there.
Yeah, we did. Because everybody in the stands saw it and was hollering, but the official was kind of late throwing it. But he got it right. So it's going to bring up second and 10. Clock running, 7:45 to go first quarter. Buffaloes up 8-0. Caldwell from their own 40, shotgun. Handed off, goes to number 1. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag come in. That's Jamar Hewitt on the carry. And let's check the penalty.
That tackle was initially made by Clayton Schrader. You can see there his helmet came off. He's coming off the field at this point. And they're talking about what the flag is over in the midfield here. Looks like it's against Caldwell.
Yeah, it's going to be against Caldwell. They're discussing the Giddings coaches and see what he wants to do. Got a personal foul, chop block right there, and that's a big penalty. That's usually 15 yards. So they would have brought up 3rd and 10, but we'll just back them up 15 back to the 25-yard line, and we'll replay the down. It'll now be 2nd and 25. That puts them way behind the chains. And we got 7:34 to go here, first quarter. Again, the Buffaloes leading 8-0.
I can tell you what, this game so far we've seen a lot come out of our defense.
Yeah, they have yet to have a first down tonight. They're going to have a hard time getting it right here with 25 to go. It's 2nd and 25 from the 25. Inside toss to that Davis. He cuts it back up inside across the 25 to around the 28-yard line. We'll give him 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 22.
I don't know what the fans are seeing at home, but I'm seeing our line just manhandling their offensive line. They're having their way with them right now.
Yeah, that play is a toss, and typically that goes outside. You try to hook the defensive end and get around the corner, but it's set up to cut back inside is the way they run it, but there wasn't much inside right there. So the clock running 6:47, big 3rd and long, 3rd and 22 here for the Hornets from their own 28. They need to get all the way out to midfield. Out of the shotgun, quarterback railing. Fakes the handoff, bootleg, going right, left, looking and throwing on the run. Back across his body. That pass is intercepted by number 20, Brian Zoke. There were 2 Buffaloes there, him and Kleinert. Both went for it, and Zoke comes down with it. So that's one of those keys to victory we mentioned that the Hornets have had trouble with. They turn the ball over an average of 4 times a game, and that's
number 1.
There's number 1, but almost like 2 with a mess up on the punt down there.
And that quarterback was looking to throw. It was a design throw play, but, man, he threw that right in the middle of 3 Giddings defenders.
Yeah, he threw it back across his body, and it didn't have much zip on it, so Zoke was able to get there. And the turnover gives the Buffaloes 1st and 10 from the Hornet 42-yard line. Going out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw, 1 running back, Gill to his left. 2 receivers left. Yatzlaw, pump and go, play, plenty of time, throwing. Oh, he misses Kleinert around the 25-yard line, had him, and just barely missed him right there. That incomplete pass would have probably been a touchdown if caught.
Oh, yeah, he had tons of running room in that.
Yeah, Kleinert had kind of gotten behind the defensive back there, but incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Hornet 42.
And you could tell he had a couple guys to pick from on that play. He chose very well. He picked the man that was open, had lots of running room in front of him. We'll see what he does with this play coming up next.
All right, Buffalo's on 2nd and 10. Going to go out of the shotgun pistol formation. Running back looks to be Yaney behind Yatzlaw. Going to give it to him going straight ahead at the 40. Makes the man miss at the line. In 35, goes out of bounds around the, let's call it the 36. That's a gain of 11, and that'll move the chains and give the Buffaloes a fresh set of downs. It'll now be 1st and 10 from the Hornet 31, and we're going to go hurry up tempo again. Yatzlaw already under center with Yaney in the backfield. Give it to him straight ahead. He fights inside the 30 and goes down around the 27-yard line. That's a quick 4-yard gain and bring up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, on the previous, before the hurry up, the hole just kind of closed up for Yaney, and that's what you get out of a 4-year starter, where he can read the play and make a quick decision. Ran right for the sideline, follow up that play, almost the same, except this time the hole stayed open just long enough for him to slip right through and pick up a few extra yards.
Yeah, all right, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Buffaloes from the right hash. Going to spread it out this time. Tight end right, 3 receivers out left. Out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw with Cody Gill behind him. Fake it to Gill. Yatzlaw throwing it. This time complete to Kleinert at the 20. Picking up some blocks. 10. And inside the 10-yard line going out to the 9. Nice throwing catch right there. Picks up the first down, and it'll be 1st and goal Buffaloes from the Hornet 9.
That was a great catch by Zoke, and then he had 2 Buffaloes in front of him blocking. He got Cody Gill with a key block in front of him, but got held up behind.
From under center, Yatzlaw pitches to Yaney. He takes a hit at the line of scrimmage, fights his way to the 6-yard line for a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 6.
Yeah, correction on that previous play. Bryson Kleiner.
Yeah, Bryson Kleiner, the senior, with a nice catch, was very similar to the play that he missed him on earlier in the drive. He came back to him, and this time it was complete with a nice gain. Now the Buffaloes are 2nd and 6, ball in the middle of the field. 4:51, already leading 8-0. And this time we're going to go out of the Wildcat formation with Gage Yaney going to take the direct snap, insert big Josiah Sampleton in front of him into the game as the fullback. He'll be running behind Sampleton, and there he goes. And not a whole lot of running room. Yaney making what he can. He fights his way inside the 5 and moves the pile down to the 3-yard line. So it's a gain of 3, and we'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 3.
You've got some never say quit from this kid. I thought the play was over about 5 seconds before it was. Didn't realize the pile was still moving. This team is just driving for that end zone.
Yatzlaw waiting for the play. 4:07 to go. Clock running, first quarter. Buffaloes, for the second time, are deep in the Hornet territory. Now 3rd down and goal from the 3. Yatzlaw going to go from under center. Running backs are Gilt and Brian Zoke back there. 2 tight ends with a wing back. Roll out pass. Yatzlaw looking for the end zone. Complete. That pass complete to number 13, Lofty Cruz. And just a fake the inside handoff, sprint out pass right, and Cruz was just wide open, nobody around him. So that is a 3-yard touchdown pass for Yatzlaw, and extends our lead to 14-0 with Leyva in the kick, the extra point. Last time we had the trouble with the snap, so we ended up getting a 2-point conversion out of it. Let's get it down this time. Yeah, Brady Lynn gets the hold down perfect. Kick is up. Leyva remains perfect on the season on his extra points. I think that's 18 out of 18 now. And the Buffaloes now have a 15-0 lead over the Hornets. First quarter with 3:46 to go. We'll go to John with some words from our sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. As always, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. You can give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. And make sure you say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them. We also thank Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings. Or you can call Siegler Insurance Incorporated at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615 or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. And now after the extra point, we're back on the field. Leyva is setting up the tee. We're back with Mike.
All right, so Jose Leyva already kicking off for the 3rd time, and we've still got 3:46 to go in the first quarter. That always bodes well for your football team when you're kicking off 3 times in the opening quarter. Buffalo's leading 15-0. Leyva going to go deep again. This time it's going to be fielded by Williams at the 8. Across the 15, looking for the far side, 20, cuts back, goes out across the 30. Nice return. And gets out to the, let's mark him around the 30, see where they put him. Hadn't put it down yet. They're going to give him the 33-yard line.
Initial stop made by Georgia Wad.
Yeah, Georgie stepped in there, number 3. Got a hand in there and tripped him up as he went by. So great special teams play right there. And the Hornets are going to start. This is their 3rd drive of the night. They're going to go 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Man coming in motion. Give it inside. Fighting his way out to the 35-yard line. Maybe to the 36 will be number 10, Jace Ally. And it'll be a gain of almost 3 and bring up 2nd down and 7.
The runner this time was tripped up by Gabriel Ramos. We're seeing big plays from everybody tonight, Mike.
Oh, yeah, the Buffalo defense, once again, doing it. They've done it all year. They're doing an outstanding job. Team pursuit to the football, and we're seeing it again here tonight. But the Hornets have 2nd down and 7, ball around the 36-yard line, out of the shotgun railing. Toss, it's that inside toss, looking for a cutback lane is number 15, Davis. He doesn't find it. He gets a yard on the play, out to the 37, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Last Buffalo out of the pile this time. Bryce Moore made that tackle.
Yeah, he was really looking for a place to cut it back and ran right into Bryce Moore. And so it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Hornets. It'll be 3rd and 6. They have yet to have a first down tonight. This is their 3rd possession. Ball is on their own 37-yard line. They're going shotgun, tight end to the right, 2 receivers left, 2 running backs. Rayling's going to sprint out left, looking to throw, and dumps it off quick. It's complete around the 42, and the man fights his way forward for the first down at the 45. See who that is with the catch. That was a nice throw and catch, just a little stop route out there, and that was complete to number 20, Deatre Burns, and that's going to spot it at the 45. I think we might have a flag on the play, however, on the far side. Let's see what the call is. This might be coming back. Yep, it's going to be a holding penalty out there on that far side against the Hornets, and that'll be 10 yards from the spot, so that puts them once again way behind the chains, takes away their only first down of the night, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15, ball back at the 28-yard line, their own 28. They need to get out to the 43.
I was going to say, I'm actually kind of impressed how the quarterback handled the situation. You had Hector Granados breathing down his neck as he was making that pass.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting rid of it under pressure. But now they've got 3rd and 15 from the shotgun. Man coming in motion. Play action fake, back to passes railing. Out of the backfield, they're going to hit a complete pass to the 40, 50. Buffalo 40, inside the 30. Inside the 20, nice throw and catch right there. That pass complete to number 15, Larry Davis, out of the backfield on the play action fake, and hit him in stride, and he's very dangerous, got a lot of speed, takes it all the way down to the Buffalo 18-yard line, and Caldwell's in business.
In the backfield, in hot pursuit this time. Lofty Cruz brings him down after the runner was tripped up a little bit by Bryson Kleiner.
All right, so the Hornets have 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 18-yard line. And a minute 36 to go, first quarter. Again, Buffalo's, though, leading 15-0. Ball's on the right hash. They're going from our left to our right. Out of the shotgun is Rayling. Give it back, going the other way on a misdirection to number 1, Jamar Hewitt. He takes it down inside the 15 to around the 14. That's a 4-yard gain, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Once again, that's Elias Corpus coming around the side there and just hunting that runner down.
Yeah, Elias Corpus, we've already called his name several times on special teams and on the defense tonight. And a minute 5 to go and running. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Hornets. Ball's in the middle of the field from the Buffalo 14-yard line. They're going to go out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Man coming in motion. That's Davis. Going to give it to him. Coming right. Looking to find the edge. And a great defensive stop behind the 20-yard line. That's Brian Zoke. Catching Davis for a huge loss. Back to the 21 is where they spot it. That's a loss of 7. And Caldwell's got 3rd down and about 13.
Got to give a big thank you to that D-line for holding strong and allowing Zoke to run in and make that play.
Yeah, he did a good job. They did a good job of making Davis bounce it further outside, and Zoke came up and got him for the loss. And now it's 3rd down. Call it 13. The Hornets are now on the Buffalo 21-yard line. They need to get all the way down to the 8. Out of the shotgun. Play action fake. Railing looking to throw. Quick pass. Pass is going to be incomplete. Almost intercepted. Broken up by number 5. Guess who, John?
I only need one guess. Elias Corpus.
Yeah, Elias Corpus yet again with another big play. He almost picked it off, but he knocked it down. And decision time here for the Hornets. And looks like they're probably going to go for it here on 4th down. We're going to call it 13 from the Buffalo 21. They need to get down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 5 seconds to go. But The clock stopped here in the first quarter on the incomplete pass. So they're going to go out of the shotgun, one running back behind him. Play action fake, rolling left is Railing. Looking to throw back to the middle of the end zone for number 20. He goes up, and I think he came down with it. Outstanding catch right there by number 20, DeAndre Burns. He goes up and high points the football. The Buffalo defense was there, but he went up and got it and came down with it, a 21-yard touchdown catch. And Caldwell now is on the board. It's 15-6.
Yeah, that was through no fault of the Buffalo defender, and that was Lofty Cruz. He did everything he possibly could have. That receiver just placed himself in the perfect spot.
Yeah, he did an outstanding job of catching that football and coming down in the end zone. In to kick the extra points, we've got flags prior to the snap, however. Let's see what the call is. Be a false start against the Hornets. Back them up 5. And now they're going to have spotted around the 15-yard line. The kicker for the Hornets is a number you don't see very often. It'll be number in the kicking department. It's number 76, Gavin Anglin. And good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way. And it's good. Didn't make it by much, but it doesn't have to. It crossed the bar. So it's going to be 15-7 now, and that is going to bring the end to our first quarter. Buffalo's leading 15-7. And with the break in the action, we'll go to John with another word or two from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Ronnie's Tire and Auto. You can call them at 979-542-4274. Or you can go visit at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings. We also like to thank Grim Feeds at 2849 County Road 114. Their number is 979-540-8620, and they are a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffaloes season. We also thank Dana Lehman, Realtor, Rural and Residential, and Ranch Properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. We also thank Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. We also appreciate Lopez Auto Clinic. You can visit them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. They'll take care of you at 979-542-8800, or you can visit online at lopezautoclinic.com. We also thank Albane Supply Company. They're a locally owned and operated since 1983 with the largest selection of hydraulic hose fittings and adapters in Lee County. Any type of hose from 3/16 to 8 inches, hoses built while you wait, and competitive pricing. Their number is 979-542-0577. And now the Caldwell kicker is up on the tee. We're back with Mike for play calls.
All right, thank you, John. Caldwell goes 67 yards that time on that drive, ending with a 21-yard touchdown pass on 4th down to make it 15-7. In the kick is Anglin, and it's a short kick taken by De La Torre out around the 35-yard line. He kind of kicked it into a little void right there, and it was Buffaloes were lucky. De La Torre had to come from a long way to kind of pick it up and just kind of get on it as quickly as he could. And so the Buffaloes start this drive 1st and 10 from our own 36.
Yeah, he was met with malintent by the defender Williams on that one.
That was a good word for it. All right, so we've got 11:56 to go before halftime. Second quarter just starting. Buffaloes on their 3rd offensive possession of the night. The first 2 resulted in scores. They're going to go 1st and 10 from our own 36. Out of the shotgun pistol, Yatzlaw. Give it to the D-back, Yaney. Coming right, makes the first guy miss at the 35, but then gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage, trying to bounce it outside. No gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. Let's give him a yard and call it 2nd down and 9.
That time he was met by Johnson for the Hornets. He got wrapped up pretty good. He's going to have to use some of that speed this evening.
Yeah, they did a good job of making him just try to bounce it outside, and they swarmed to the football. And 2nd down and 9 Buffaloes from our own 37-yard line. Yatzlaw going shotgun. Tight end left is De La Torre. 3 receivers to the right. Now we're going to flip the formation, and we're going to go tight end right. 6 seconds on the play clock. Going to have to hurry. 3 receivers left. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun with 1 second. Did not get it off. Buffalo's trying to get a timeout. I'm not sure we did. as the play clock wound down, and I think we're going to be flagged here for delay of game. And that will only be the second time that's happened all season. It happened once against Belleville in the opener, and I think what happened right there was the fact that we lined up on the wrong side. We tried to flip the formation and just ran out of time. So 5-yard penalty, backs the Buffaloes up 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and around 14. Ball now resting at our own 32-yard line. From the right hash, Buffalo's going from our left to our right. Probably going to run the same play. It's the same formation. De La Torre tight end right, 3 receivers left. 1 running back, Gill. Sprint out past Yatzlaw, going left, looking, throwing on the run. Pass was tipped, and it'll go incomplete. Looked like it might have been intended for C.J. Anderson out there. One of the Caldwell DBs was able to get a hand on it and deflect it. So incomplete pass is going to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Mike, that was a design speed play. We're trying to use our speed against them, but we just need to make sure that we can connect.
Yeah, Yatzlaw with a sprint out pass, and just kind of great defensive play there by the Caldwell defense. So puts us behind the chains. 3rd down, 14. Going to go out of the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 wide left. 2 running backs, 1 to each side of Yatzlaw. Going to fake the handoff. Yatzlaw on the pass. Got a man wide open out here. Anderson caught at the Buffalo 48. Goes out of bounds. At the Caldwell 48. Goes out of bounds at the Buffalo 39 is where they spotted. Big throw and catch there from Yatzlaw to C.J. Anderson. He was wide open out here on our side. And we're going to quickly go to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Hornet 39-yard line. Yatzlaw sprint out pass right. That's going to have to tuck it and go, and he does a nice job of picking up some yardage right there, avoiding the sack and getting about a gain of 5 in the process as he takes it down inside the 35 to around the 34.
That was impressive. He saw his moment, he took it, he ran with it, and it took 2 defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, he did a good job right there of just avoiding contact and picking up some positive yardage. We also, unfortunately, got a Caldwell Hornet down, so we've got an official timeout on the play. And with the break in this action, we'll go to John and hear a word or two from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Colton Christensen Construction, a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, contact Colton at 979-716-7009. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Giddings Buffalo football on KGID 96.3. Call financial advisor Rachel Conley at 979-542-6061 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. And now we're coming out of the official timeout. We're back with that live Friday night live action with Mike Buck's play calling.
All right, thanks, John. After the official shaking up on the play for the Hornets was number 9, Kadarius Williams. Fortunately, he was able to leave the field under his own power. And now we're back with live 2nd down and 5 for the Buffaloes. 10:20 to go before halftime. Buffaloes leading 15-7. They've got 2nd down and 5 from the Caldwell 34. Tight trips formation to the left, 1 receiver right. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun. Zoke, he's going to hand it off to Zoke, going straight ahead, hit near the line of scrimmage, but fights forward. We'll call it a gain of 3 down to the 31, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
When the ball gets in Zoke's hands, you know it's going to be moving.
Yeah, he's always picking up positive yardage. You seldom see Zoke or any of the running backs, taking losses. They're always moving forward and getting some yards even after contact. Now that's a big 3rd and 2 from the Hornet 31. Yatzlaw the shotgun, 2 running backs. Gill to his left, Zoke to his right. Tight end left. Give it to Zoke. Straight ahead, makes the first man miss. 25 to inside the 20, breaks a tackle. Foot race, 10-5. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Senior running back Brian Zoke with a 31-yard touchdown run on a 3rd down and 2. Broke a tackle near the line of scrimmage and another tackle about 10 yards down, and was able to break free and race to the end zone, putting the Buffaloes up 21-7 with the extra point to follow.
And not to mention those 2 broken tackles you mentioned, but he also, one last defender about within 5 yards of the end zone, jumped for him.
Yeah, he showed a little burst of speed there at the end. In to kick the extra point, Leyva. Snap is good hold, kick is up, and Leyva remains perfect on the season, 19 out of 19. 2 for 2 tonight. We had to go for 2 on the first possession. But the Buffaloes extend their lead here with 9:24 to go before halftime, 22-7 over the Hornets. And we'll go to John with another word or two from tonight's sponsors.
And this scoring drive brought to you by Paleo Powder Foods. Buffalo football on KGID is sponsored by Paleo Powder Foods. You can find it at Gourmet Divas on Highway 290 in Giddings, a line of diet-friendly spices and grain-free breadings. That's Paleo Powder Foods. Flavor your health. And this drive started way back beyond our 30-yard line. We drove it all the way up for the final touchdown brought in by Zoke. Leading your score, Giddings Buffaloes 22, Caldwell Hornets 7, and we're still barely into our second quarter, Mike.
Yeah, the Buffaloes have had the ball 3 times tonight. They're doing a perfect job. They're 3 for 3 on scoring drives.
Not to mention opening up the game with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's true. The Buffaloes had a break on that opening drive. Caldwell got stopped inside their own 10-yard line with a bad snap on the punt, and Buffaloes got it there at the 7 and punched it in real quick. Went for 2 and got it. All right, so with 9:24 to go here before halftime, in the kickoff for the Buffaloes is Jose Leyva, and the Buffaloes leading 22-7. It's another high, deep kick, going to be fielded around the 12-yard line. Out across the 20, 25, up and over the pile at the 30. On that return would be number 15, Larry Davis. And he going to be brought down across the 30-yard line. I don't know if he tried to hurdle the pile or...
he tried to hurdle Zoke.
And you don't do that,
Came
apparently.
down wrong. You don't want to do that.
Good special teams play right there by Zoke, and it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets from their own 31. They're moving from our right to our left. Their first drive of the second quarter. Their last drive resulted in a nice long touchdown. And Buffalo's leading 22-17. Hornets going out of the shotgun, pistol formation. One running back behind the quarterback, railing. Handed off to him. Number 10 gets the call. He goes up across the 35 out to the 37. The carrier was Jace Ally. And that's a nice gain of about 5, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
That time the runner was wrapped up by Easton Kylberg on the front line there. Great play by that young man.
So to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hornets from their own 36. Need to get out to their own 41. They're going to go out of the shotgun. 3 running backs with the quarterback, 1 behind him, 2 to each side of him. Quarterback Railing, the junior, at the helm, takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it, going deep down that right side, looking for number 20. Pass is going to go incomplete on the far side. Those two connected for a touchdown moments ago on about a 31-yard touchdown pass, but this time great position by number 13, Lofty Cruz, out there with the coverage, and was able to kind of get a hand on it. Incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd down and 5.
I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of that tonight. This is going to be an ongoing theme with Lofty in the backfield.
Yeah, they liked getting it to number 20, Burns, out there in space. They're going to go 3rd down and 5. Ball is at their own 36. They need to get out to the 41. Shotgun. We may have a timeout right here, and it's going to be called by the Buffaloes. Timeout Giddings with 8:33 to go before halftime, and your Buffaloes leading 22-7. We'll go to John with another word or two from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. As always, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Because football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. And in football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size tractor from the Compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series. With financing available, Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators too. A John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at Shoppas. Shoppas, all things John Deere. And now the players are retaking the field after the timeout. We're back with Mike's play call.
All right, thanks, John. We're going to go 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets. Good opportunity for the Buffaloes to possibly get off the field. 3rd down and 5, Hornets from their own 36. They're going shotgun pistol formation. Man coming in motion from left to right. That's going to be the wide receiver, Burns, and something not right back there. The Caldwell coaches are going to burn a timeout right after the Giddings coaches burned a timeout. So we'll go back to you, John. No change. 8:33 to go before halftime. Buffaloes leading 22-7.
No change, but we do change in our appreciation, which is always more, for these following sponsors. like the Yaney family and Leaks Oil, proudly supporting the 2020 Fighting Giddings Buffaloes. With over 40 years of oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy royalties, mineral interests, and any real estate that is for sale. Also, Yaney Properties will try to help you with your rental property needs, from their high-end house rentals to apartments in the Giddings and LaGrange area. They'd love to help you. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number is 979-542-3509. And now we're back with that live action with Mike.
All right, let's reset it. 3rd down and 5 Hornets from their own 36. They need to get out to their 41. They're going shotgun, 1 running back, number 10, Ali. Got to hand it off to 15. Davis coming right, looking for the edge, and he's going to be dragged down by several Buffaloes short of the line of scrimmage. 2 flags coming in on the far side. We're going to have to check out what the penalty is right here. If it's against the Hornets, you might see the Buffaloes decline it because it will be 4th down.
Okay, Mike, I need your soothsaying powers. What's the flag going to be?
I think it's going to be holding out there on the edge by Caldwell. Let's see what the call is.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yep. Holding against the Hornets. Now, that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. I think the Buffaloes will decline it because, and that's what we're going to do. It was a loss of 1 on the play, a loss of 2, actually. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for the Hornets, and they're going to send in the punt team. The Buffalo defense does a great job of stopping that drive right there. And in the punt for the Hornets is number 7, Zach Heaton. Back deep for the Buffaloes, the ever dangerous Gage Yaney. He had a punt return of 45 yards last week for a touchdown. Let's see if they punt it to him right here.
I'm reminiscing about the past couple games.
Yeah, it's a low kick, trying to kind of keep it away from it. It bounced. Yaney's going to field it at his own 32, coming right across the 40. Picks up a great block midfield and all the way into Hornet territory. We thought it was a good block. The official on the far side throwing the flag. He's going to call it a block in the back, I'm afraid. There's an official right in front of the play that didn't make that call. We call that an AT&T long-distance call of the night, as the far official, nowhere near the play, threw it. And unfortunately, that's all that matters is the laundry on the field. And it'll be a block in the back, and that's going to wipe out a pretty nice return. Coach talking to the head official here, trying to convince him that, hey, this guy that was standing right there saw it and let it go clean. But nevertheless, it's going to back the ball up inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. So we would have had the ball at the Hornet 44, and now we're backed all the way back up to our own 38. But plenty of time. 8:10 would go before halftime. Buffalo's leading 22-7. Our 4th drive of the night, perfect so far, 3 out of 3. 3 touchdowns. Yaslaw going out of the shotgun, pistol formation, a bunch of trips to his left. Yaney, the ball carrier, behind him. The running back behind him. Yaslaw fakes it to him and keeps it 40, across the 45, jumps across midfield. Good job there by Holden Yaslaw. He's going to move the chains with a 13-yard gain and give the Buffaloes, almost gets it all back off that penalty. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Hornet 47. Buffaloes hurrying up, looks like, with 8 minutes to go before halftime. We're going to go ahead and huddle, but we've got 1st and 10 from the right hash. Out of the shotgun, Yaslaw, 2 running backs. To his right is Cody Gill. Behind him in the pistol formation is Yaney. 2 receivers left, tight end to the right. Yaslaw with the snap. Handed to Yaney, looking for a block straight ahead, inside. Now he breaks the tackle at the 40. Foot race, 30, 25, 20. They're not going to get him. 10-5, touchdown, Gage Yaney. We talk about him every week and what he means to this team, whether it's in the passing game, the running game right here, the return game. And he's the 4-year starter. And senior Gage Yaney goes 47 yards, popped it up inside. Looked like there was nothing there, and then quickly bounced it outside and just went untouched around the right side, 47 yards. Touchdown, Buffaloes. In to kick the extra point is number 15, Jose Leyva. Kick is up and on its way, and it's good. And the Buffaloes now, after just 2 plays, have a 29-7 lead over the Caldwell Hornets, and still 7:31 to go before halftime. We'll go to John.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. You can give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. And make sure you say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them. We also thank Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings, or you can call Siegler Insurance Incorporated at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615, or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. That's B&B Auto and Farm Supply. Well, the Hornets are ready to take the ball. Levis carefully placing his tee. He's really crafted this kicking game into an art.
Yeah, he can put it anywhere. Pooch kick it high, make you fair catch it, kick it deep into the end zone. We've gone deep every time tonight. Buffalo's leading 29-7 after that 47-yard touchdown run. In the kickoff already is Yaney. This is a high hanging kick, going to be taken at the 14-yard line by Davis. Excuse me, that's Williams. He's out across the 25 and gets out to around the 27-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets. The Buffalo offense, just to recap that was a 2-play drive that went 62 yards. Yatzlaw with 1 carry, and then Yaney took it 47 for the rest. And the Buffaloes are perfect tonight. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. So it's still 7:25 to go before halftime, with the Buffaloes leading 29-7. 1st and 10 Hornets from their own, let's call it the 28, from the right hash. Out of the shotgun with 2 running backs. Quarterback railing that inside toss to Davis. Now he's trying to bounce it outside. Not going to happen. Buffalo defense all over it. I think it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 13.
And there were just so many bodies in that play. The Buffaloes doing a really good job containing that runner.
Yeah, as always, that Buffalo defense has great team pursuit. They fly to the football. And nothing doing for Davis. It was designed to go inside. Nothing was there, so he tried to bounce it outside. And the Buffaloes quickly got all over him. They're going to mark him as a loss of 2 after his forward progress. 2nd down and 12 Hornets from their own 26-yard line. Shotgun, 3 running backs. Little reverse play coming left. He takes it out across the 30, breaks the tackle out, close to a 1st down. Going to depend on the spot. On that carry was number 1. Jamar Hewitt, and it's going to move the chains. He'll pick up just enough for the Hornet 1st down. They'll go 1st and 10 from their own 38.
First you see Elias Corpus hop on. It was almost like he was riding a bull there. It felt like 8 seconds, and then Lofty Cruz came in to help him clean up the tackle.
Yeah, that was a nice little reverse, though. Misdirection, we talked about some of that in some of the pregame. That's what some of this slot T formation can do, and they were able to pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and 10. Clock running, 6:17 to go before halftime. Shotgun, 2 receivers out right. Sprint out pass right is Railing. Throwing on the run. Pass is incomplete, intended for his slot receiver, Davis. Pretty good coverage out there by 9, Kleinert, and number 13, Lofty Cruz. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:08 to go before halftime, and will bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for that quarterback to throw into double coverage, specifically the double coverage of Kleinert and Cruz. That tag team duo is dangerous in the backfield.
Yeah, Kleinert almost had an interception last week, broken up 1 pass tonight already. So that incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10 from the middle of the field. Hornets from their own 38-yard line. Shotgun. Inside handoff goes to number 1, Hewitt. He's tripped up, fortunately, near the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward across the 45 to the 46. I'm not sure who that was that got a hand on him right there, but if he hadn't, he was off to the races.
That looked like Dylan Hernandez, but don't quote me on that one.
Yeah, because I think it was number 12, yeah. Dylan Hernandez was diving and tripped him up, and there was nobody else in the picture, so that's some of that misdirection we talked about. But he was lucky to get him, but it's a gain of about 8 and brings up 3rd down and 2 from their own 46-yard line. They need to get out to their 48. They're going shotgun, 2 running backs, hand it to the first man through the fullback. He's got the 1st down out to midfield on that carry. Number 10, Jace Alley, moves the chains with about a 6-yard gain, and it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets from midfield. Clock running, 5:20 to go before halftime, with the Buffaloes leading 29-7.
On that play, as the runner was coming through the pocket, Brian Zook was on him and rode him straight to the ground. Good tackle by Brian. And earlier, that trip up by Dylan Hernandez, I'm not surprised by that because he was the one that stopped the runner earlier on the punt return.
All right, so the Hornets, though, got a 1st and 10 from midfield. They're going shotgun. One running back is Alley. Little misdirection, handed off to running back number 1. He takes it out across into Buffalo territory to the 46-yard, the 46, a gain of 4. That was Jamar Hewitt with the carry, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
And that was Clayton Strader on the line, just manhandling his opponent there, and was able to break off and grab the runner as he passed by and forced him down.
Yeah, we've seen a little misdirection on this drive by the Hornets, and they've had some success. They've picked up 2 first downs already. Now they've got 2nd down and 6 from the Buffalo 46. Out of the shotgun, Railing, the junior quarterback, looking to throw to the far side, complete to number 20. Fights his way across inside the 45, down to around the 41-yard line. On that catch, DeAndre Burns. They've already hooked up for 130-yard touchdown, those two tonight. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 from the Buffalo 42. They need to get down to the 40.
And that was Lofty Cruz with that initial stop. And then, like you said earlier, Mike, those Buffaloes really fly to that ball. It was a team effort. They probably didn't need the team effort, but, man, they really do some teamwork down there.
Yeah, they do. It's clock running, 3:44 to go before halftime. 3rd down and 2. Going to have a timeout right here, maybe by the Buffaloes. Yep, that'll be the timeout Giddings, and that's our 2nd timeout we've used here in the first half, both on defense. So 3:40 to go before halftime, leading 29-7. We'll take it to John with some words from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Starting with Ronnie's Tire and Auto. You can go visit them in person at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings, or you can call at 979-542-4274. We also thank Grim Feeds. You can visit them at 2849 County Road 114. Their number is 979-540-8620. And Grim Feeds is a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffalo season. And now we're back as the players retake the field with Mike and that great play calling.
All right, thanks, Sean. You almost said Mike and Greg, didn't you?
It's a habit. All right, we missed that guy tonight.
Yeah,
all right, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Hornets. 3:40 to go before halftime. This is probably 4-down territory regardless. Trailing the Buffaloes 29-7. They're going to go out of the shotgun from the Buffalo 42. Need the 40. Give it to the first man through. He's got the 1st down. The fullback, number 10, Alley, with the carry down to the 36-yard line. That's going to move the chains. Their 3rd first down on this drive. They've got 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 36. They have 2 timeouts remaining before halftime, and there's 3:28, and the clock is running. They're taking their own time, though, about getting up to the line of scrimmage. They're not in any type of hurry. They really need to put some points on the board this drive before halftime, because the Buffaloes will get the ball to start the second half. All right, so the 1st and 10 Hornets from the Buffalo 36 out of the shotgun. Give it coming left. That's number 1. Hewitt with the carry, trying to catch the edge. He's not going to get there. Flags coming in from everywhere over here on our side. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a holding call here against the Hornets.
You never know.
You never know.
That tackle was made pushed out of bounds by Brian Zook. Little help from Gage Aney on that one. I thought that was number 21. Yeah, he's out on the field right now.
Yeah, good job by Yanni. It is a holding call against the Hornets out here on the edge, and the Buffaloes will back them up. It's a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 1st down. It'll bring up 1st down and about 20 here. Ball goes now back to the 46-yard line, and Caldwell definitely behind the chains. They've got 1st and 20, 2 timeouts to work with, 3 minutes to go before halftime from the Buffalo 46. They need to get down to the 26 to pick up the 1st down. They're going to go shotgun. Running back Alley is behind the quarterback, Railing. Ryan Railing gives the ball off, and it's nowhere to go for that Caldwell running back. He's going to be stuffed for a loss on that carry. Looks to be number 9, Kadarius Williams. and he'll lose 4 on the play. And now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 24 for the Hornets.
Got to give a shout out to that D-line. One of those Caldwell offensive linemen was just on the ground. They're just pushing around the offensive line at will at this point.
Yeah, that's big Josiah Sampleton in there making a lot of things happen up front. He usually does. And now Caldwell's way behind the chains. 2nd down and 24. Ball's at midfield. Back to passes. Railing looking deep over the middle for number 20. He goes up, and the pass is going to be tipped and intercepted by guess who? Gage Janey. He's got a return going 30, across the 35, 40. And great job by Gage Janey on the tip drill right there, as it was, they went up together and fought for it, and the ball was tipped, and he came down with it. Late flag coming in. I think it'll go against the Hornets. One of their players took his helmet off while still on the field, and that's usually a personal foul. Let's see if that's the call.
There was some dirty laundry left earlier on.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, way back here in the backfield.
By about the 47.
So let's hope this is not an offsetting. I hope it wasn't a penalty on the Buffaloes in the backfield. I think it'll go against the Hornets.
Might have been a roughing the passer.
Let's see. Yeah, that would take away the interception. But let's see for the call. We got 1:52 to go before halftime. It was a holding call against the Hornets. We'll decline that and take the interception. Now, after the play, we had an unsportsmanlike against the Hornets. That's the guy taking his helmet off in the middle of the interception. You can't do that. And so that's going to tack on some extra yardage here for the Yankees interception return. Let's see where the ball ends up spotting it. And with 1:52 to go and a timeout to work with, the Buffaloes perfect on the night, 4 for 4 on touchdown drives. And let's see where they spot it at the 42, at the Hornet 42. You know the Buffaloes have enough time here to take a few shots and maybe get another score here before halftime. So 1st and 10 Buffaloes, ball on the right hash from the Hornet 42. One timeout, 1:52 to work with. Out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw. He's got 3 receivers in a bunch formation to the right. One guy split out far left. One running back is Cody Gill behind in the pistol. Give it to Gill coming straight ahead. 40, inside the 35, inside the 30, and rolling for a 1st down. And then some is Cody Gill down to the 28-yard line. Nice pickup right there. 14-yard gain. Moves the chains. Clock stops momentarily as the chains set. Now they're on clock running, 1:44 to go. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Hornet 28. Ball on the right hash.
That was a very for a downhill runner.
Yeah, he had a little extra at the end there. So Buffalo's going shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 split out wide left, 1 running back to the each side of Yatzlaw. Gill and Zoke fake it to Gill. Yatzlaw looking to throw. Quick pass complete to his tight end, Jesse De La Torre. They hooked up 9 times 2 weeks ago. That's good enough for 11 and a Buffalo 1st down. And that moves the chains. Buffalo's quickly to the line of scrimmage as the clock starts with 1:14 to go before halftime. From under center, Yatzlaw. Give it to Dylan Hernandez, the running back, and somehow whistles blew. I'm not sure what we've got here. We got a false start on the Buffaloes. Their 2nd offensive penalty of the night. We had a delay of game earlier, which didn't hurt us. This false start, trying to run a hurry-up play right there, and somebody was in just too much of a hurry. Jumped and back it up 5. Clock running now, 1:07 to go before halftime.
A little too excited.
Yeah, a little too excited. Buffaloes have 1st and 15 now from the Hornet 22. Going shotgun, Yatzlaw, 1 running back to his left is Gill. Tight end, De La Torre to the right. 3 receivers split out left. Out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw sprinting left, looking on the run, throwing for Lofty Cruz, and it's incomplete inside the 10-yard line. Pretty good throw that time. Cruz just couldn't quite, kind of mistimed his jump, perhaps, and it'll be incomplete and bring up 2nd down 15, but the good news, that stops the clock with 46 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Lofty was coming in hot, and he was only a couple paces away from a touchdown on that one. I think he got a little excited.
Yeah, if he catches it, he's going to score probably right there.
think we're getting close enough we can taste it, and we need to kind of calm down a little bit and execute.
That's what we need to do. Get this in. We'll definitely come away with points here. If nothing else, we could be in field goal range for Jose Leyva if we need to, but let's don't need to. Out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw on 2nd down 15, under a lot of pressure, scrambling left, and looking to throw on the run, pointing, throwing in the end zone. That pass is incomplete in the back of the end zone, intended for number 9, it looks like Bryson Kleinert. Yatzlaw did a good job that time, escaping the pressure, extending the play with his legs, and throwing on the run, trying to hit Bryson Kleinert in the corner. Just barely missed him. Incomplete. Stops the clock. 36 seconds to go before halftime, and a 3rd down and 15.
That would have been a great college touchdown with that 1 foot in the end zone.
Yeah, it would have. And that's all you need in high school football as well. Buffaloes definitely just want to get some positive yards right here no matter what. You've got a timeout. If you don't pick up the 1st down, you might see us call timeout and attempt a field goal by Jose Leyva. He's got the leg for it. But it's 3rd down and 15 from the Hornet 22. Yatzlaw, the shotgun, going to burn the timeout, however. Saw something he didn't like, so we're going to have to burn the timeout with 36 seconds here to go before halftime. And with the break in the action, we'll go to John with a quick word from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. As always, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, like Dana Lehman, Realtor, rural, residential, and ranch properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. We also thank Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. We also thank Lopez Auto Clinic. You can go visit them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. They'll also take care of you at 979-542-8800, or you can go online at lopezautoclinic.com. And now the players are coming back onto the field after the timeout. Mike.
All right, let's go back to live action. Buffaloes have 3rd down and 15 from the Hornet 22-yard line. 36 seconds, no timeouts. If for some reason we run a play and come up short of the 1st down, probably have 2 plays called here real quick, or we're going to run the field goal team out there. Let's see. But if we pick up the 1st down, that'll stop the clock. So it's going to be Yatzlaw out of the shotgun. Jesse Leda Torre, the tight end, split wide right, 2 receivers left. 1 running back each side of Yatzlaw. Shotgun snap, fake the handoff, looking left. Plenty of time throwing. He's got the man, incomplete and out of bounds inside the 10-yard line is Lofty Cruz. They tried that same play 2 plays ago and didn't connect, but this time it's a great timing play. Yatzlaw found Cruz. Going to check the spot. I thought he kind of got a bad spot right there. I think it's 1st and goal.
I agree with you.
You're looking at it over there, and there's the number 1 finally
there
flipped over. 1st and goal, Buffaloes. Ball's on the 7-yard line. Now 29 seconds. You can take 3 shots at the end zone here from the air. If you run a play on the ground, you got to have 2 plays called if you don't get in.
I'm going to have to go look at the live feed later to get a picture of that catch. That's poster worthy, I think.
Great catch on the sidelines. Uh-oh. They spotted him with the 1st down, flipped it. That was 1st and goal from the 7. Now they're showing 4th down and about a football shy on the far side. We lost a yard somehow while we were in the huddle, and we lost a down as well. Instead of 1st and goal, it's going to bring up 4th down and about a half a yard. 29 seconds to go. No timeouts. Bring in big Josiah Sampleton, the short yardage back.
There we go.
The lead blocker. Buffaloes definitely should have 2 plays called right here in case we win. Yatzlaw off the sidelines with the play. 13 seconds on the play clock. Plenty. 4th down and now a football length to go for a 1st down just outside the 7. The Hornets 7 going out of the. Nope, we're going to go Wildcat formation with Yaney in the backfield. Behind Sampleton. Yaney straight ahead. 5 makes the man miss. Touchdown Buffaloes. Gage Yaney. His 2nd in a row as he goes 8 yards. Let's call it 8. An 8-yard touchdown run out of the Wildcat formation. Buffaloes go up 35-7 with 25 seconds to go before halftime. Leyva in to kick. Point.
How many times have we run the Wildcat this year, Mike? It's only been a handful, right?
Yeah, we haven't used it much, but it's been successful. Is Leyva. Kick is on its way. It's up and it's good. He remains perfect on the night and on the season. You can makes
Yes,
it.
sir.
36-7 Buffaloes on an 8-yard run by Yaney. The Buffaloes went 42 yards there in about a minute and 20 seconds and cash in with an 8-yard touchdown run by Yaney to extend the lead 36-7 right before halftime.
And at this point, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this possible, starting with Albane Supply Company, locally owned and operated since 1983 with the largest selection of hydraulic hose, fittings, and adapters in Lee County. Any type of hose from 3/6 to 8 inches. Hose is built while you wait, and competitive pricing. They're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please give Albane Supply Company a call at 979-542-05. We also thank Colton Christensen Construction, a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, Colton today at 979-716-7009. And now the Buffaloes retake the field. He's readying the tee. The Hornets are ready for a return. We'll let Mike make the ball.
All right, thanks, John. Hey, that drive was set up by another turnover by the Hornets. We talked about that in pregame. They averaged 4 turnovers a game. That's their second of the first half. Yaney made the interception, and the Buffaloes score a few plays later on the Yaney touchdown run. In the kickoff is Leyva. This time he's kicking it high and deep, fielded by Williams at the 9-yard line, out across the 15, 20, and into a pile of Buffaloes out around the 23. He'll be knocked out of bounds on the far side. They've got 20 seconds to work with, the Hornets, and 2 timeouts. I don't know what they've got about 77 yards to go, trailing 36-7. Let's see what they draw up right here.
That looked like about a 12-yard return, but he was coming in hot too. But the Buffaloes did a good job pushing him out of bounds.
Yeah, great kick coverage all night by the Buffaloes thus far. And pretty much every week the Buffaloes do a great job on special teams kick coverage. Caldwell breaks the huddle. 1st and 10, ball is on their own 23. Out of the shotgun, running back behind him is Alley. Hand it, though, to Williams coming right. He makes the first man miss and gets out across the 25 to around the 27. Buffaloes take the football away, but his forward momentum had been stopped. Kleiner takes it into the end zone just in case, but the whistle was already dead. It'll be about a 4-yard gain, and it looks like the Hornets are going to be content just to let the first half come to a close. It's been all Buffaloes so far here tonight. Buffaloes go into the break leading 36-7, and a perfect 5 out of 5, John, on touchdown drives. We've had 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns in the first half. You couldn't draw it up any better. So as the teams head for the locker room, we'll turn it over to John with a few words from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, like the Yaney family and Giddings Oil, who proudly support the 2020 Giddings Buffalo season. With over 40 oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy royalties, mineral interests, and any real estate that is for sale. Also, Yaney Properties will try to help you with your rental property needs, from their high-end house rentals to apartments in the Giddings and LaGrange area. They would love to help you. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number is 979-542-3509. Go Buffs, go. We also thank Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. Give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. Make sure you say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them there. We also thank Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings, or you can call Siegler Insurance Incorporated at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615, or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. We also thank Ronnie's Tire and Auto. You can call them at 979-542-4274, or you can visit Ronnie's Tire and Auto in person at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings. We also thank Grimm Feeds. You can find them at 2849 County Road 114, or you can call Grimm Feeds at 979-540-8620. They are a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffaloes season. We also thank Dana Lehman, Realtor, rural, residential, and ranch properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. KGID also thanks Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. We also thank Lopez Auto Clinic. You can find them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. They'll take care of you at 979-542-8800, or you can visit online at lopezautoclinic.com. We also thank Aubain Supply Company. They're locally owned and operated since 1983 with the largest selection of hydraulic hose, fittings, and adapters in Lee County. Any type of hose from 3/16 to 8 inches. While you wait with competitive pricing, they're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please give Aubain Supply Company a call at 979-542-0577. We also thank Colton Christensen Construction. They're a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, contact Colton at 979-716-7009. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Giddings Buffaloes football on KGID 96.3. Call financial advisor Rachel Conley at 979-542-6061 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. And Buffalo football on KGID sponsored by Paleo Powder Foods. You can find it at Gourmet Divas on Highway 290 in Giddings for a line of diet-friendly spices and grain-free breadings. That's Paleo Powder Foods. Flavor your health. And football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size tractor, from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series, with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators too. But John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere. And at this time, the Caldwell Band is performing their halftime performance. Coming up is the Mighty Buffalo Band. If you're listening in on the radio at home at 96.3 KGID, we'll be back here live with the Mighty Buffalo Band halftime performance. For those watching on the live stream, stay right there, and they'll be on shortly.
For our finale tonight, we present the Caldwell Hornet Band. Band member of the week is Josie Boozer. Section of the week are the tenor saxophone. Drum majors are Adolfo Bossi and Sierra Zamora. Tonight we present our 2020 show, I Love the 80s. Part 1, theme from Back to Future. Jump by Van Halen and Don't Stop Believin' from Journey. And Part 2, Islands in the Street by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and Living on a Prayer from Bon Jovi. Sit back, sing along, and enjoy the pride of Caldwell, the Caldwell High School Marching Band.
and welcome to halftime at Buffaloes Stadium. The Buffalo Gals and Mighty Buffalo Band are taking the field at this time. First to perform,
Giddings
the Buffalo
ISD
Gals.
proudly presents the Giddings High School Buffalo Gals under the direction of Laura Orocio Correa. Tonight, the Buffalo Gals will be performing a scope routine for Oye Como Va. The Buffalo Gals are under the field direction of Captain Chantalia Sanders. First Lieutenant Ariana Frost. And tonight's Buffalo Gals Dancer of the Week is Infinity Tambor and Callie Wilson.
And once again, that was another talented performance by the Buffalo Gals. And this time, the band is warming up and tuning instruments, making their final preparations for their halftime performance. Last week, the band did a great job showing off some of the new elements added from the previous week. And I expect even more elements to be added to the performance as the band uses each halftime in preparation for the UIL performance coming later on in this season. Something new for the fans this evening, especially for those watching on the live stream. They are in formation for the first time this season. They've been performing the musical portion in block formation so far. So this will be the first performance we get to see of their halftime, of a more perfected version of their halftime show.
To present the Giddings High School Mighty Buffalo Band under the field direction of drum majors Karen Carrion and Angela Padron. Color guard captains are Carolina Carrion and Anthony Cifuentes. Tonight, the band starts with the opener to the 2020 UIL competition show. In 1977, the jazz fusion group Weather Report paid tribute to one of New York's premier jazz clubs, which is named after the legendary saxophonist Charlie Yardbird Parker. As we celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth, we feature our own saxophones with Bird. We present the Steve Miller Band's classic, Fly Like an Eagle.
That was another exceptional performance put on by the Mighty Buffalo Band. They sounded terrific tonight. They've got a lot of new formations, some very interesting different aesthetics that they're using. Some of the bells were covered by some of the brass instruments. Some very unique things I've never really seen before in all my years of covering, ever since I was a band student in school myself. Some very interesting stuff going on in the halftime performance. I'm very excited to see what they're able to accomplish for next week in Navarro. Don't forget, they did change tonight's originally scheduled homecoming game to be against Gonzales when they come and visit us later on this season. So now at the conclusion of the halftime performances, we're going to go ahead and talk about some scores going on from around the district this evening.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll save that for later.
No, let's do some scores, John. I was just going to make an announcement. Navasota, let's do it this way. Navasota is coming in on the night 2-1. Last week they lost to Mejia 38-14. This week they're playing Hargrave. What you got on them?
So tonight we've got Navasota. Let me see real quick. Oh, yep. Hargrave 6, and they're at halftime with at Navasota scoreless.
All right, so Navasota down 6-0 at the half. Smithville was 2-1 coming in tonight. Last week they lost to Shiner 41-12. Tonight they're playing Gerald. What do you got on Smithville?
Tonight they're pretty hungry, Mike. It's Smithville 42
Ouch.
against Gerald's 0, and they're at halftime right now too.
That's a rebound performance right there for Smithville. This is a surprise. Cuero coming in tonight 0-3. They're just 2 years out of a state championship. Tonight they travel to Yoakum. Yoakum's just down the road. Yoakum is Class 3A, but that's always been a big rivalry game because they're so close to each. I'm sorry, last week they lost to Yoakum 27-0. Tonight, Cuero's at Navarro. They were in the same district for a long time, and Cuero kind of owned Navarro, but let's see what we got tonight.
Well, tonight, apparently it's going to be no different, and this is going to be very interesting for us going to Navarro next week, but it's Cuero 28 this evening with Navarro's 14.
Ouch. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Navarro to kind of pounce on Cuero since they're 0-3.
You never know. They're at halftime, too. Stuff could change. We'll have to revisit that later.
Navarro's got a good football team, so they came into the preseason ranked number 9 in the state.
Wow.
All right, Gonzalez having a little trouble this season there. They started off 0-3. Last week they lost to Fredericksburg 46-6. This week they take on the Lavernia Bears. Let's check on the Apaches. What you got?
If I recall correctly, we were talking about this earlier. Lavernia was playing LaGrange last week.
Yeah.
And they lost in a nail-biter, but don't mean to steal your thunder to talk about that in a few minutes. But
It's okay.
However, it's Lavernia's over Gonzalez 26-10 right now, also at halftime.
Yeah, no surprise there. It looks like the Apaches are struggling. Maybe go 0-4 here at the end of the night. LaGrange started off the season 0-2, took a big loss in week 2, but bounced back last week, scored 3 touchdowns late against what's supposed to be a really good Lavernia team, beating them 32-28. I'm going to go out on a limb just looking at who they're playing. Taylor this week. Last week we pounced Taylor 46-12. Give me an update on LaGrange.
Well, and that was our final score last week. They're only at halftime, and it's LaGrange 48, Taylor 14.
Ouch. Okay, so LaGrange bouncing back, about to be 2-2. Meanwhile, here at home, the Buffaloes sitting at 2-1 coming into the night. And unless something drastic happens here in the rest of the game, we're up 36-7 here at the half. Just going to recap some of that Buffalo first half for you. We were a perfect 5 for 5 on offensive possessions, and it started off pretty easy. The defense gave us great field position. Caldwell started the game and got pinned back deep. Had to punt from inside their own 10-yard line. Bobbled the snap, had to dive on it, so we got a 1st and goal from the Caldwell 7 to start the ball game on offense. And just a couple of plays later, Cody Gill got in with a 1-yard run. Buffaloes ended up getting a 2-point conversion. Brady Lynn, the holder, the ball was kind of dropped, and he just took off running and made an outstanding play, diving into the end zone to give us an 8-0 lead.
Very exciting.
Next possession, we moved the ball down the field. Quarterback Holden Yatzlaw was able to connect with Lofty Cruz on a sprint out pass from the 3-yard line. Leiva's extra point was good, and we were up 15-0. And then on our next, Caldwell would finally get on the board. They come down the field and have a 4th down and 20, a 4th down at about 15, and they completed a 21-yard pass on 4th down. Junior quarterback Rayleigh to Devontae Burns, a great catch in the end zone by number 20 Burns, and he came down with it, cut into that Buffalo lead at that point, 15-7, and that was still in the first quarter. And then it's been all Buffaloes since the start of the second quarter. A Brian Zoke 31-yard touchdown run, extra point good to put us up 22-7. Yaney had a 47-yard touchdown run. Can't say enough about him on that particular drive. He intercepted a pass, had a nice return, and 2 plays later he takes it 47 yards on offense for the touchdown. And then Yaney once again with just 20 seconds to go before halftime. The Buffaloes mastered an outstanding drive from the Hornet 42-yard line with 1:50 to go and 1 timeout. They scored on a 4th down, 8-yard touchdown run by Gage Yaney. Extra point good, and that's where we are right now with the Buffaloes leading the Caldwell Hornets 36-7 at the half. So the Buffaloes offense has been quite impressive. The defense just giving up that 1 touchdown. It was a 4th down touchdown pass. Great throw and catch, though, by the Hornets. Buffaloes did win the toss and deferred, so you know what that means, John? We're going to get the ball to start the second half as the Buffaloes come out of the smoke-filled helmet onto the field here at halftime. Buffaloes will get the ball, that offense, and I
think these fans know it.
Yeah.
They're waiting for it.
Good crowd on hand tonight here at Buffalo Stadium, and the Buffaloes will get the ball first to start the second half, and hopefully we'll be able to tack onto that lead, continue that great offensive performance. The Buffaloes helped by 2 Caldwell turnovers. The miscue on the 4th down punt on the first drive, setting us up at the Hornets 7 really helped. But we also were able to pick off their quarterback twice. Once it was Brian Zoke, and the other time it was Yaney, who's, we just called his name on everything. That guy never comes out of the game, whether it's kickoff return, punt return, offense, defense. He does it all. A 4-year starter there, Gage Yaney, which we can't ever say enough about him and all he's done.
Oh, so the list goes on and on. And we're only going to build to it tonight.
Yeah, and last week in Taylor in the 4th quarter, we saw some other guys get into the game last week and get a lot of playing time. Some guys that may not normally get to carry the football. The Buffaloes had 8 different guys carry the football last week. And hopefully we can extend this lead here in the 3rd quarter and give some guys an opportunity to get some playing time tonight other than the starters. But back deep to receive for the Buffaloes will be Lofty Cruz about the 15-yard line. Not expecting a real deep kick. Yaney's at the 22 and on the far side, I think that's
Dylan Hernandez.
Dylan Hernandez, number 12 at the 24. Kicking off for the Hornets, number 76. That's Gavin Anglin. And it's a short kick, going to be taken by Hernandez. He missed the kick. Ball's loose. Fallen on by Lofty Cruz. Heads up play right there by Lofty Cruz as Hernandez had to come from about 8 yards running to try to make the catch and missed it. And it's like a baseball player outfielder backing him up was Lofty Cruz and dove on it just in time. So the Buffaloes will start this possession and from their own 27-yard line.
Lofty was already full sprint, about to start making some defensive plays there, and had to just turn on a dime and try and dive on that ball.
All right,
Good
so
play.
Buffalo's first possession of the second half, leading 36-7. Yachtslaw going out of the shotgun, 1st and 10 from our own 27, moving from our left to our right. Trips formation to the right. One running back is Yaney. Give it to him coming right, and he's going to carry it across the 30. Flags coming in from a couple of different places. That's usually in the area of a hold by that Buffalo offense as Yaney gets a 3-yard gain to the 30, and let's see what the call is. As the official comes over, it will be holding against the Buffaloes. Our 3rd offensive penalty here tonight. We talked about that in pregame, how well we've done. We only had 1 holding call all season coming into tonight. And that's really the first holding call against the Buffaloes tonight. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty on our first play of the second half from the spot. So it's still now going to be marked around the 17-yard line, and that's going to bring up 1st down and 20 for the Buffaloes. Out of the shotgun, Yachtslaw. Tied into his left is De La Torre. 2 receivers right, 2 running backs, Gill and Yaney. Give it to Yaney. Hit at the line of scrimmage and gets no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 20.
He was blocked by Piper that time, coming in from the Caldwell side.
Yeah, nice play by the linebacker, number 22, Larry Piper, stepping up into the hole and meeting Yaney head on and bringing him down at the line of scrimmage. That puts us with a 2nd down and 20 back at our own 17-yard line. Clock running, 11:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Buffaloes break the huddle. Yachtslaw going out of the shotgun. He's going to go 3 receivers to his left. Tight end to his right is De La Torre. 1 running back, that's Cody Gill, offset to his left. Yachtslaw with the snap. Sprint out pass left, looking. Going to have to tuck it and go. Makes the first guy miss. The ball is loose. He got hit from behind, but the Buffalo's offensive linemen are on the spot right there. They're able to fall on it. I believe that's number 71 perhaps with the fumble recovery for the Buffaloes.
Could that be a 77, Brian
Crockett?
Crockett?
Could be a 70.
It looks like 71
earlier
for
we
me
talked
too.
about 71, and it's not on the program. I'm not sure who that is.
Well, Yachtslaw was in hot pursuit by a Caldwell defender, and I don't know if he just has eyes behind the back of his head, but he was able to dodge the guy behind him and make a play or try for a play.
Yeah, but he got hit and the ball came loose, so it's a gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 18 for the Buffaloes from their own 19-yard line. Yachtslaw the shotgun with 3 receivers right. Under pressure, he breaks the tackle. He's going to throw it out here to De La Torre. Complete at the 20. Somehow Yachtslaw able to get rid of it. De La Torre still on his feet. Ball loose around the 33-yard line. He'll be about 5 yards shy of the first down. Let's see if the ball gets out of bounds or the Hornets are saying that they've got it. And they do. It's De La Torre coughing it up around the 33-yard line. Somehow Yatzlaw avoided a sack at the 5 and threw it on the run and found De La Torre at the 20, and he took it upfield, but he got popped at the end of the play, and the ball came loose, and it looks like the Hornets have recovered. They'll have 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 33. Flags coming in as well as the officials talk about it there at the end of the play.
We've got the powwow going on by the Buffaloes bench.
Yeah, it's a personal foul against the Buffaloes. Might have come in late after the... That was declined, so it wasn't after the play. The Hornets will... He signaled personal foul, but usually that would tack on 15 here, but declined by the Hornets. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 33, trailing the Buffaloes 36-7. They're going out of the shotgun. That slot T formation man coming in motion. Give it to the first guy through alley. The fullback, number 10, he takes it for a gain of 2 down to the 31-yard line, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
That was a tackle by committee for the Buffaloes, brought down by Easton Kahlberg, followed by Hector Granados.
All right, so it'll gain of 2, bringing up 2nd and 8. Buffaloes, that's just our 2nd fumble of the season. We're in game 4. Lost one against the Columbus Cardinals that ended up resulting in a Cardinal touchdown. Let's hope we can keep the Hornets out of the end zone after the fumble here. They've got 2nd down and 8 from the Buffalo 31. Shotgun, give it to Larry Davis, trying to come right. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get back. He might get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all as he goes down right there, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
That time the ball carrier is brought down by Bryce Moore, and again, Hector Granados. That must be that same side of the field. They're on it.
Yeah, good job of that Buffalo defense up front right there. That's a design toss. Typically, we said earlier, that's designed. Typically, that goes outside, but it's played to cut back inside. And but there was nothing there. So no gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets. 8:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. Out of the shotgun from the Buffalo 31. Little reverse coming. They fumble it. Ball's loose on the field, and I think the Buffaloes get it. And they're going to turn it over to the Buffaloes. It was a reverse. They miss a miscue on the handoff as number 15, Larry Davis, tried to hand it off to number 1, Jamar Hewitt. He dropped it. 3 Buffaloes right there on the spot.
Give you a guess who came up with it, though.
I'll let you make the call.
That was Corpus.
Yeah,
he's all over the place tonight.
Elias Corpus having a good night. Called his name a bunch in the first half. But that's a good fumble recovery right there. Buffaloes now get the ball back. Caldwell's 3rd turnover of the ball game. They've been averaging 4 each week. So the Buffaloes now get the benefit of a 1st and 10 at our own 37-yard line. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun. 1 running back, Yaney. Give it to him. 40. Cross the 45. Picks up the 1st down with a gain of 11 out to the 46. So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 Buffaloes. 8:13 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Something I like about Gage Yaney, when he's being tackled, he had to be picked up. His feet were still moving.
Yeah, he keeps those feet moving, always picking up anything he can.
If his feet are touching the ground, he's going to be moving.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 Buffaloes. Now the ball's out at our own 48-yard line. We're going shotgun pistol formation. Cody Gill, the running back behind Yatzlaw. 2 receivers each side. Snap it, give it to Gill. Same play going straight ahead to Gill. He has a big run into Caldwell territory. Breaks a tackle at the 40, 35, and fights his way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Getting some big blocks on the way there. 71 block, kept blocking for 10 more yards, even though the play started moving away from him. He didn't know. He just kept doing his job.
Yeah, nice 23-yard run right there by Cody Gill on 1st down, and the Buffaloes are set up with a 1st and 10 from the Hornet 29-yard line. 7:32 to go here. 3rd quarter. Buffaloes again leading 36-7. From the left hash, again, this 3rd quarter, the Buffaloes going from our left to our right, away from the highway towards the scoreboard. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun. 1 running back behind him in the pistol formation is Yaney. Give it to him. Coming right. Fights his way towards the 26-yard line. Close to a gain of 3 with the forward progress. Going to bring up 2nd down 7.
Buffaloes know all they've got to do is give Gage about a good 5-yard head start, and he's going to be punching through. Caldwell Hornets are doing their best to counteract that.
Yeah, a touchdown by the Buffaloes right here puts this game, you would think, well out of reach, and already leading 36-7 with 6:40 to go in the third. Buffaloes marching. They've got the ball at the Hornet 26-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Yatzlaw out of the shotgun with Yaney behind him. Give it to him on the same play. This time Yaney's got a little extra inside the 20 to the spot him at the 20. So that's a 6-yard gain and should bring up 3rd down and about a yard right here.
Looks like Caldwell player 51 stopping him. That's Farrington on the play for Caldwell.
All right, Buffaloes 3rd and 1 from the Caldwell 20. 6:01 to go, 3rd quarter. Coming to the line. Yatzlaw going to go out of the shotgun. 2 running backs. He's got Gill to his left, and behind him is Yaney. Tight end to the right, De La Torre. 2 receivers out wide left. Handed off to Yaney. Makes the guy miss inside the 20 to down to the 15-yard line. A 1st down. Gets up a little gingerly right there. Kind of hitting the ankle as he went down, and hopefully he's okay. He's going to come off under his own power, but he did get popped kind of low right there. But he's a tough kid. You expect him back here probably before the night's over. 1st and 10, though, Buffaloes from the Hornet 15-yard line. From the right hash, clock running, 5:25 to go, 3rd quarter. We exchanged turnovers here to start the 3rd quarter. We fumbled it, and then they fumbled it right back to us on the next possession. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Hornet 15. Out of the shotgun, Yatzlaw. Pistol formation with Cody Gill behind him. Give it to Gill. Coming right. Gets hit at the 17 and falls forward to the, gets hit at the 14 and falls forward to the 11 for a gain of 3. Let's call it 4 and bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well designed play for the line there to push left so that our carrier could go right. Open up a nice hole for him to get some good yardage.
Out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 6 from the 11. Need to get down to the 5-yard line of the Hornets. Yatzlaw the shotgun, a bunch trips formation to his right. Behind him is senior running back Cody Gill. Give it to Gill coming right. Goes forward inside the 10 to the 9 for a gain of 2. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Yaney coming back into the ball game. I kind of figured we wouldn't see him stay out on the sideline very long. He's just such a tough kid and plays with such heart. Going to have trouble keeping him out of here.
Yeah, on that last play, Gill took about the same route he took the prior, and 22 Piper read it and stopped him just a couple yards after the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, gain of 2. The Buffaloes have 3rd down, call it a long 4 ball just inside the 10-yard line. We need to get to the Hornet 5. We're going to go 2 tight ends, wing back to the right, 2 running backs. Gill and Yaney. Sprint out pass right, Yatzlaw looking to throw for the end zone. It's complete in the back corner of the end zone to the tight end, number 11, Jesse De La Torre, his 3rd catch of the night. Great job by Yatzlaw finding him back there in that back corner. Well-designed play, sprint out pass right, and De La Torre comes down with it. And the Buffaloes extend their lead to 42-7 here. In to kick the extra point, Jose Leyva, sophomore kicker out of the hold of backup quarterback Brady Lynn. Good snap, good hold, kick is on its way, and it's good. As always, still perfect for the season, and the Buffaloes having a perfect game tonight as they extend their lead to 43-7. 3:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. At the break in the action, we'll go to John with some words from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. At this time, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, like the Yaney family and Leaksis Oil, who proudly support the 2020 Fighting Giddings Buffaloes. With over 40 years of oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy royalties, mineral interests, and any real estate that is for sale. Also, Yaney Properties will try to help with your rental property needs, from their high-end house rentals to apartments in the Giddings and LaGrange area. They would love to help you. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number's 979-542-3509. Go Buffs, go. And now the players are retaking the field. We're back with that live Friday Night Light action. Here's Mike.
All right, thanks, John. Buffaloes get a turnover from the Caldwell Hornets and take it about 60 yards on that drive, ending with a 9-yard touchdown pass from junior quarterback Holden Yatzlaw to his tight end, Jesse De La Torre. And in the kickoff for the Buffaloes is Jose Leyva, a high, deep kick taken at the 12-yard line by Williams, coming right up quickly across the 30, out close to the 35-yard line, their best return of the night. See where they spotted it, maybe around the 36-yard line. And they'll start their second drive of the half, 1st and 10.
That was an impressive stop by Bryson Kleinert. He was one-on-one with his defender and just breaks away to catch the runner as he's passing him.
Yeah, good job by Kleinert there on special teams. And Hornets start this drive 1st and 10, ball on their own 36, going from our right to our left. Ball's on the right hash. Trailing the Buffaloes 43-7. We've got 3:34 still in the third quarter. They're going new quarterback out of the shotgun. That's going to be number 3, Dontavian Johnson. And he's going to keep it right here on his first possession. Makes a couple of guys miss and takes it out across the 40, across the 45, and picks up a first down. Comes into the ball game and keeps the football. And it's out to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12 and a Hornet first down. 1st and 10 from their own 48.
On that play, I was pretty impressed. Josiah Sampleton, big man, strong man, fast man, got all over that ball carrier.
Yeah, he had to run it down from behind. So they bring in a new quarterback, Dontavian Johnson. He's a senior, and we got a flag on the play. Sometimes when you bring in a brand new quarterback like that, you got some guys that may jump early. The cadence is a little bit different, and that's what we see right there. 5 yards. False start by the Hornets. Back up 5 and bring up first down at 15. It's a new quarterback. Johnson's got a little more speed. You can tell that's kind of why he's been brought in. So we didn't see the starting quarterback, Ryan Rayling, carry the ball a single time, and it looks like number 3, Dontavian Johnson, has been brought in kind of as a running quarterback. So he's going to go out of the shotgun, that slot 2 formation. Fullback behind him, going to hand it off to him. And there's another false start by the Caldwell Hornets, and it's probably a good thing for them. As for the Buffaloes, number 52, Bryce Moore, would have knocked the running back down for about a 5-yard loss anyway. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Hornets, and then back it up 5 more and bring up first down and 20.
New quarterback in the game. The tempo is going to be a little bit different. They're used to the original quarterback, so the Caldwell Hornets have a little bit of a learning curve here to overcome.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit when you bring a new quarterback in the game sometimes. And we saw back-to-back false starts. He's going to stay in the game with the quarterback, number 3, Dontavian Johnson, out of the shotgun, running back right behind him, number 10, Jace Alley. 2 other running backs. Sprint out, run. Johnson keeping it going right, trying to get the edge, and the Buffaloes going to push him out of bounds close to the line of scrimmage. Good job of that Buffalo defensive line, just extending it out, making him keep having to bounce it outside. I got no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 20.
And you can definitely tell this quarterback's a little bit quicker on his feet than the other one, because Hector Granados was hot on his heels. He almost had him, but he just kept running, and the play got strung along all the way to the sideline.
Yeah, good job by the defense stringing it out. This quarterback, Dontavian Johnson, definitely has a lot of speed, and that's obviously why he's in the ballgame going to try to run the football some from the quarterback position. But they've got 2nd down, 21, ball at the 36. Fumble on the snap, and he'll have to fall on it, Johnson, and he'll lose 2 on the play. Back to the solid 3, back to their own 34-yard line. They started this drive from their own 48. And they've lost 14 yards. Now they've got 3rd down and about 24 to go. They got to get into Buffalo territory, down to the Buffalo 42-yard line, and they're at their own 34. So
the learning curve continues to steepen, Buck, and I don't think the Buffalo's great on a curve.
No, we can handle it. So they're going to go shotgun. Johnson, the quarterback, Sprint out pass right, looking to throw under a lot of pressure. He's going to tuck it and run and get across the 35 to the 37. Flag on the play that comes in late as one of the Buffaloes lost a helmet. Now, the official that threw the flag, if you take your helmet off, that's a 15-yard personal foul penalty. But Josiah Sampleton, somebody ripped it off, and I don't understand the flag here. I would expect them, as they're discussing it, maybe to wave it off, because it was during the play that he lost. Now, if he continues to pursue the runner during the play, then it's a personal foul. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, if you lose your helmet, you kind of got to give yourself up. And you're asking Josiah Sampleton, but before that he was still chasing the quarterback, and you're asking a lot of Josiah Sampleton to give himself up because he's not going to quit even without a helmet. So it's kind of an illegal participation once you continue to play without your helmet. That rule changed a few years ago for safety reasons, obviously, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Buffaloes. And guess what? That's going to give the Hornets an automatic first down. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 47. They're going shotgun, slot T formation. Give it to Larry Davis coming left, looking for the edge. Buffalo defense right there near the line of scrimmage, popping him out of bounds. Elias Karpus, Lofty Cruz getting up, and guess who, number 99?
It's Josiah Sampleton.
Pursuing from inside out. Like I said, the play before, he was still chasing the quarterback with no helmet, and he ends up putting the finishing touches on that play right there.
Never say die.
2nd and 10 Hornets from the Buffalo 47. 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. Buffalo's leading 43-7. Quarterback Dontavius Johnson out of the shotgun. 2 receivers right. He's going to keep it rolling right. Looking for a place to hide, and he can't find it. Buffaloes are going to sack him for a loss right here at midfield. Loss of 3 as the third quarter expires. When we come back, the Hornets will have 3rd down and 13.
First contact was made by Hector Granados.
And now, that'll bring the end of the third quarter. It's all Buffaloes tonight over the Caldwell Hornets, 43-7. And with a break in the action, we'll go to John and get a word or two from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. Give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. And make sure you say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them. We also thank Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings, or you can call Siegler Insurance at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615, or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. We also thank Ronnie's Tire and Auto. You can go visit them at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings, or call at 979-542-4274. And now the players are retaking the field. Everyone at Giddings Buffalo Stadium, ready for quarter number 4. Your score, Giddings Buffaloes 43, Caldwell Hornets 7.
Yeah, the the fans here tonight are really enjoying this one, leading 43-7 as we start the fourth. Caldwell 3rd down and 13 from midfield. Quarterback Johnson back to pass, throwing. It's up in the air and going to go incomplete. Pass was intended for number 33, Dyson. How you want to say that, Coach?
Durgach?
Let's call it that. A lot of vowels and, only one vowel, a lot of consonants. Okay. But incomplete pass. Johnson kind of got hit as he threw it, perhaps, and that one kind of floated out there. So they're going to have to send in the punt team on 4th down and 13 from midfield. In the punt, number 7, Zach Heaton. Back deep, standing at his own 20-yard line, Gage Yaney. They're punting away from him, trying to hit the sidelines over here. It's going to land around the 30 and then take a Buffalo bounce and back across the 35 and go out of be down around the 37-yard line. That amounts to what is a 13-yard punt when it's all said and done. And so the Buffaloes are going to get pretty good field position, leading 43-7. I see a lot of the starters coming back in on the offensive line. In the backfield, I see number 12, Dylan Hernandez, coming in probably to get a few carries.
Probably more than probably.
Yeah, he'll probably get a heavy dose right here. There's two running backs back there. Hernandez to the right of Yachtslaw and Cody Gill to the left. Going out of the shotgun, tight end left, two receivers right. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from their own 37. 11:42 to go in the game. Yachtslaw going to give it to Cody Gill. Cuts it upfield across the 40, out to the 42. That's a quick 5-yard gain, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Got to give a big thank you to that O-line out there. They're opening up holes for those runners to get through. They're just manhandling those defensive linemen out there. They are controlling that midfield.
Yeah, you got a lot of starts in their career out there from some of the offensive linemen. Senior center Andrew Rodriguez and several others have had great careers and just continue to open up holes. We've got shotgun, 2nd down and 5 from our own 42, pistol formation. Yachtslaw runs into Cody Gill, and he's going to have to keep it himself, and he's sprinting left. He's got room, 1st down, gets out of bounds into Hornet territory at the 46-yard line. Great heads-up play right there by Holden Yachtslaw. Kind of bumped into his running back, and they both went different directions, and that wasn't the play called, but he heads up play, takes it, sprints out with it, and gets a 1st down at the Hornet 46-yard line.
After an 11-yard play, we've got a quarterback who's seemingly maturing every game. We're seeing more and more out of the kid every time he touches the ball.
All right, going to go out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the Hornet 46. This time, give the handoff to Dylan Hernandez. Makes a guy miss inside the 40. Going to go very close to a Buffalo 1st down. Let's call it a gain of 9. Great job of running by Dylan Hernandez. And picks up 9, brings up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, on the end of that run, he took a couple hits, made a good spin, and definitely gained at least another couple yards out of the end of that play.
All right, so the Buffaloes have 2nd and 1. Ball is on the Hornet 36-yard line. From under center this time, Yachtslaw. Two tight ends, wing back to the right, 2 running backs. Toss it to Cody Gill, coming right, kind of that power play that we like to do. And he's got a 1st down, carries it all the way down to the 30-yard line, a 6-yard gain. 9:58 to go in the ball game. No problem for the Buffaloes at this point, leading the Hornets 43-7. Buffaloes deliberately taking quite a bit of time. Going to bring Yachtslaw out of the game. He's done for the night at the quarterback position. Great job by Holden Yachtslaw. 2 touchdown passes, several long completions, and a good job of running the offense and picking up some heads-up 1st downs along the way in the running department. From under center, quarterback Brady Lynn, his 1st snap of the night. Toss it to Cody Gill. Fumble on the toss, and it's a scramble for the football around the 32-yard line. Still no indication here. That ball was on the ground. Let's see who gets it. I think the Buffaloes were able to fall on it and recover it. And Cody Gill gets up a little shaken up on the play as he makes his way back to the huddle. But the Buffaloes do recover. It's a loss of 2 back to the 33-yard line. Call it just outside the 32. Bring it up 2nd down and about 12. Quarterback Brady Lynn into the ball game for his 2nd play of the night. We're going to go same formation. 2 tight, wing back right from under center, Brady Lynn. Hand it off to Cody Gill. He fights his way straight ahead down to around the inside the 30, down to around the 26. That's a gain of about 6 on the play.
And you know, it's kind of exciting to see Lynn back in the game. We saw that first 2-point conversion out of him just on the fly earlier this evening. So we know he can definitely make some plays if he needs to.
Yeah, it's good to see always good to see you get a big lead in a ball game and get a chance for your backup quarterback to get some snaps, get him some experience back there. So Lynn doing a good job. He's going to get the Buffaloes now with a 3rd down and 7. He's going to go out of the shotgun, 1 running back each side. Hand it off to Cody Gill, coming left inside the 25, cuts it back inside the 20 down to around the 13-yard line. That'll be a nice run and a Buffalo 1st down. Moves the chains here with 7:47 to go in the game. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Hornet 13.
Got a great block by Mason Rosser to really open up that running room for that play. Another big thank you to that O-line.
Yeah, Rosser's another one of those seniors like Andrew Rodriguez that have had three-year starters that have a lot of experience up there up front for you and doing a great job as always. On 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Hornet 13, Brady Lynn out of the shotgun, pistol formation, 1 running back behind him. That's Dylan Hernandez. Hit in the backfield and is going to take a loss on this play. Stopped around the 14, and that'll be a loss of 1, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Rodriguez initially got hit, and then he got followed up behind by that number 71 for the Buffaloes and just pushed forward until some more Hornets piled on and eventually stopped our progress.
Clock running, 6:56 to go. Again, the Buffaloes leading 43-7. Quarterback Brady Lynn into the ball game here in the 4th quarter. For Holden Yachtslaw, it's going to be 2nd down, 11. Ball spotted at the Hornet 14. Out of the shotgun. 1 running back to each side of Lynn. Give it to Dylan Hernandez. Straight ahead. Makes a man miss at the 10. Fights his way inside the 5. Ball might have come loose late as he dove inside the 5-yard line. It's a scramble for the football. Let's see who comes up with it. I think the Buffaloes did recover it there. That's going to be very close to the 1st down depending on the spot.
Hernandez was very sure-footed towards the end of that run. There were a couple times he was taking some big leaping strides. I thought he was going to get knocked off balance, but he held on to it.
Yeah, he did. The football came loose at the end, but one of the Buffaloes couldn't see, was able to get on it. It'll be 1st and goal, Buffaloes from the Hornet 3-yard line. Going out from under centers, quarterback Brady Lynn. 2 tight ends, pro set to the right, 2 running backs. Give it to Hernandez coming right. He's in for the Buffalo touchdown. But there is a flag on the play on the far side, I believe. So let's hold on here. And that flag was thrown immediately. That might have been, but it could have been an offsides call against the Hornets. Somebody, as fast as that flag was thrown, they could have been offsides. Let's see what the call is. It will be offsides against the Hornets, so the Buffaloes decline that. That 3-yard touchdown run by Hernandez is good. And the Buffaloes now lead 49-7. And Leyva in to kick the extra point to get it to 50. Kick is up and good. Right down the middle, and the Buffaloes now lead the Hornets 50-7 here with 5:56 to go in the ballgame. That was a 3-yard touchdown run by Dylan Hernandez with the carry. And with the break in the action, we'll go to John with another word or two from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Buck. As always, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Grimm Feeds at 2849 County Road 114. You can call them at 979-540-8620. They are a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffaloes season. We also thank Dana Lehman, Realtor, Rural, Residential, and Ranch Properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. We also thank Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. And now it's 5:56 left in the quarter. Giddings has the half dollar against Caldwell 7. We're back with Mike.
Yeah, that's a good number to have, John. Always putting up 50 on your opponent, and this one's all Buffaloes tonight. 50-7 here late in the ball game. 5:56 to go. And Jose Leyva yet to kick off once again. He's had a busy night kicking extra points and kickoffs. And here he is set to kick it off from the 40. It's another deep kick. We've done that all night. Taken at the 11-yard line by Williams. 15 across the 20, going for the far side. Cuts upfield, 25-30. Great return out across the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line to the 47. It's a 37-yard return by number 9, Williams. And the Hornets will get pretty good field position this time. 1st and 10 from their own 47.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Bud, but this might be the best field position they've had after a return.
It is all night long. That's certainly their best field position. Really, they just capitalized one time tonight. We were up 15-0 in the first quarter, and they were able to get a 4th down, 21-yard touchdown pass, a connection for their only score, and really the only time they've been in the red zone all night long, inside our 20-yard line. So, but now they've got 1st and 10 from their own 47 with 5:44 to go in the game. Out of the shotgun, starting quarterback Railing back in the game for the Hornets. Handing it off to Williams, makes the first guy miss. Out across midfield into Buffalo territory, turns the corner. 40, skips his way inside the 30 to around the 25-yard line. 32-yard run right there by number 9, Kadarius Williams, and the Hornets are in business. Just when I said they only been down to the 20 once all night long, they're now at the Buffalo 25-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Looks like we've got some fresh legs there on the front lines there with Sam Harmon and Colin Dees in hot pursuit of the ball carrier, chasing him off the sideline.
All right, good to see some of these other guys getting into the ball game with the Buffaloes leading 50-7, 5:32 to go. Railing out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Give it off to the running back, the fullback, number 11, and he fights his way inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. 7-yard gain on that carry. The first of the night is Malachi Jones, senior running back, and the Hornets have 2nd down and 3 from the Buffalo 18.
On the tackle that time was Dylan Hernandez and Sam Harmon. Put a quick stop to that carry after the initial hole in the line there.
Yeah, so they're going to go 2nd down and 3 from the Buffalo 18. Tied into the right, 2 receivers left. Out of the shotgun. Railing, same play, give it to Malachi Jones. He gets nothing this time. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Coming up from the bottom of the pile is Josiah Sampleton as well as Roman Rodriguez.
So 4:47 and got a flag on the play. Didn't see the flag right there. It's going to be against the Buffaloes, and that's a 5-yard penalty. Sideline warning against the Buffaloes. So that's going to give the Hornets an automatic 1st down here with the 5 yards. They've got 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Buffalo's leading 50-7 here late in the ball game. Hornets threatening to get a late touchdown. Toss going left to Williams. Caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss. It's a loss all the way back to the 17-yard line.
I missed who came up from the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, number 5 was Elias Karpus with the tackle right there.
And just as always, that disciplined football, he was quickly joined by the rest of the Buffaloes.
Yeah, great pursuit. That was a quick toss designed to go outside, but the Buffaloes were all over it. That'll be a loss of 4, bringing up 2nd down and 14. Ball is down the Buffalo 18-yard line. They need to get all the way down inside the 5 to the 3 for a 1st down. They're going out of the shotgun. Quarterback Railing. Going to play action pass. Looking to throw for the corner of the end zone. Got a man out there. Davis. It's complete inside the 3-yard line and then dropped. Flag on the play. That's definitely pass interference against the Buffaloes down there regardless of the outcome of the play. I'm not sure if they're going to give him the catch. It'll be an automatic 1st down either way. Davis kind of shaken up down there around the 3-yard line. He had it momentarily, and then it came out when it hit the ground, but it was already called pass interference against the Buffaloes. So Davis shaking up on the play down there. We're going to Have 3:49 to go in the game, and we're going to take an official timeout here for the injury. And as such, we're going to go to John with a couple of words from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. As always, KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Lopez Auto Clinic. You can visit them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. They'll take care of you at 979-542-8800. Or you can visit online at lopezautoclinic.com. We also thank Aubain Supply Company, locally owned and operated since 1983, with the largest selection of hydraulic hose fittings and adapters in Lee County. Any type of hose from 3/16 to 8 inches. Hoses built while you wait, and competitive pricing. On call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Please give us a call at 979-542-0577. We also thank Holton Christensen Construction, a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, contact Colton today at 979-716-7009. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Giddings Buffalo football on KGID 96.3. Call financial advisor Rachel Conley at 979-542-6061 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. And now as we come out of the official timeout, we're back live with Mike.
All right, thanks, John. They're going to have Caldwell, after it's all said and done, I think they gave him the catch at the 3-yard line regardless of the pass interference. And it's going to be first and goal Hornets from the Buffalo 3. They're going to go out of the shotgun, 2 tight ends, 1 running back, Malachi Jones. Man coming in motion. Give it to Malachi Jones, the fullback, straight ahead. He's into the end zone for the Hornet touchdown. A late touchdown here by the Hornets makes it 50-13 with 3:44 to go here in the ball game.
We're seeing some life coming out of these Caldwell Hornets late in the game, and maybe because we're also seeing some Buffaloes get some play time we haven't seen in a while. Right now they're trying to fight for spots for the Navarro game, so we're going to see some more life coming out of these young men tonight.
All right, in to kick the extra point, Gavin Anglin for the Hornets. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way. It is good. And the lead is now of the Buffaloes 50 and the Caldwell Hornets 14 with 3:44 to go in the ball game. And just kind of recapping some of that Buffalo offense tonight while we're on it, the Buffaloes have scored in all but 1 possession all night long. We had a turnover to start the third quarter, and that's the only offensive possession we did not score on. We've scored 7 touchdowns tonight, and 5 on the ground, 2 in the air. At this time, we'll try to get some updates from some of those other scores from teams around our district. What do you got for us, John?
Well, this evening we've got Hargrave and Navasota, our district rival Navasota. They're in their late in their fourth quarter, and it's still Hargrave 6, Navasota 0. Caldwell at Giddings is here, and we know that score. Taylor at LaGrange tonight is 48 LaGrange, Taylor 20 late in their fourth quarter. The fourth quarter over at Gerald at Smithville just started with Smithville 49, Gerald 6. We've also got Lavernia versus Gonzales. Gonzales is in our district. They're going to be our homecoming game this year. And it's Lavernia 40, Gonzales 10 in the beginning of their fourth quarter. And finally, our district rival for next week, Navarro, they're facing Cuero this evening. It's Cuero 35, Navarro 14 in their third quarter.
Yeah, Cuero coming into that game 0-3, looking for a win, and Navarro was ranked in the top 10 in the state to start the season. So that's kind of surprising as Cuero 0-3, way ahead of Navarro, 35-14. Here it's 50-14 Buffaloes as the Hornets kick off, taken by the Buffaloes at the Georgia Watt at the 30-yard line, and he takes it out across midfield. Great return into Hornet territory all the way down inside their 40 to the 39-yard line. He caught it around our 30. 31-yard return by Georgia Watt, and great job by him giving the Buffaloes good field position with 3:35 to go, leading 50-14. You would expect at this point the Buffaloes just to take it and hand it off straight ahead and try to burn out the clock here. All you really need is a first down, and I don't foresee Caldwell burning any of their 3 timeouts left, trailing 50-14. From under center, quarterback Brady Lynn, 2 tight ends and a wing back to the right. Running back Georgia Wad behind him. Give it to him. Cuts back. 35. Gets down around the 32-yard line. Nice 8-yard run by Wad, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
2 plays by Wad.
Yeah, kickoff return for 31 yards, and nice little run right there for a gain of 8. There's a possible flag on the far side. Let's see what the call is. Might be a holding call against the Buffaloes. That's what it is. So it's going to wipe out the nice 8-yard gain by Wad. That's 10 yards from the spot, and back it up to around the Hornet 46-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was the Hornet 39. So it brings up, replay the down, it'll bring up 1st down and about 18 here for the Buffaloes. From under center, Brady Lynn, same formation, 2 tight ends, wing back to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield. From under center, Brady Lynn tosses it. New running back, that's Cullen Dees, number 34. He cuts it upfield inside the 40-yard line to around the 39. Nice run by Dees, just getting upfield as quickly as he can behind some blocking. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. That was a gain of 7 and brings up 2nd down and 10 now from the Hornet 39.
Those were some great blocks. I'm going to have to do a better job looking out for those guys next time. That was very impressive. Another downhill runner, go figure, out of the Buffaloes, out of D's. So yeah, we'll see what comes up next.
Good job of turning it upfield and getting 7 quick yards. And now it's 2nd down and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage at the Hornet 39-yard line. Same formation, 2 tight end, wing right. The deep back is a Wad. Buffaloes might have moved right there. I think we moved early, and it'll be flags on the play. That's going to be a false start against the Buffaloes. Back them up 5 and bring up 2nd down and 15 now at the Hornet 44. Clock 2:16 to go in the game. Buffalo's just trying to run it out here, leading 50-14. This game was never in doubt after the first quarter. The Buffaloes led 15-7 at that point, but 36-7 at the half, and 50-7. And then the Hornets had a late touchdown just moments ago, so to make it 50-14. On 2nd down, call it 15 from the Hornet 44. Handoff goes to a Wad. Not much there this time. He might get back to the line of scrimmage in maybe about a half a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down and around 14.
He looked to be pretty shifty there. He was trying to juke back and forth, but the pocket just closed around him, and they kind of swallowed him up there.
Yeah, Buffalo's running players in and out. Good to see lots of guys get some playing time. These guys practice hard all week, and one opportunity, like you said, to show what they can do. And in this type of setting, they get to get some carries and get some plays, and that's your future right there, getting some experience in a big win like this. With the clock running, 1:13 to go here in the ball game. Buffaloes again leading 50-14, coming to the line. 3rd down, going to have to hurry. 3 seconds on the play clock. Brady Lynn from under center. Little miscommunication in the backfield. He's going to end up having to keep him himself and get taken down hard for a loss.
I think they're going to spot his forward progress.
Let's see where they spot it. I thought they were going to give him around the 45, but I think it's going to end up back there.
It's an interesting spot.
Around the 48. Yeah, they didn't. Well, actually, they might have called a fumble there late over there on that far side. We couldn't see. I didn't see any type of indication from the official, but now they're tossing the ball to our sideline. So somehow Caldwell was able to strip that ball over there and come up with a fumble. And we've got 38 seconds, and the Hornets get another shot right here. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Buffalo's running people in and out. We may have to burn a timeout right here. I think we've got some miscommunication on who's supposed to be in the ball game. Trying to get a lot of guys in, so we're going to take a timeout with 38 seconds to go, leading 50-14. And with this breaking the action, we'll go to John with some more words from tonight's sponsors.
Thanks, Mike. KGID would like to acknowledge and thank the following sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Dana Lehman, Realtor, Rural, Residential, and Ranch Properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. We also thank Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. And also Lopez Auto Clinic. You can visit them at 176 South Navarro Street in Giddings. And they'll take care of you at 979-542-8800, or you can visit online at lopezautoclinic.com. And now for these last 38 seconds of the game, we're back with Mike.
All right, thanks, John. Hornets have 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 48 out of the shotgun. They moved before the snap. Yeah, the officials saw it. That's going to be a 5-yard false start. On the slot back lined up on the left side, and back it up 5 and bring up 1st down and 15 back to the Hornets' own 43-yard line.
He's not here, so I have to ask, Buck, did you see it?
Yeah, you could spot that one. Yeah, that was easy.
I'm still trying to learn my West Texas lingo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully next week we'll have Coach Shelton back, and he'll add to his insight here. All right, Hornets have 1st and 15. Fumble the snap, hand it off late to Williams coming right. That gives the Buffalo defense time to swarm all over him, and they're going to drop him at the 40-yard line. 3-yard loss on the play.
That was C.J. Anderson met up with Hector Granados on that ball carrier there. Took him down.
Yeah, it looked like Roman Rodriguez, number 23, also came in to get a piece of that, and that's a loss, and that may be the last play of the game. I don't think Caldwell wants any more of this one. Trailing the Buffaloes 15-14. They're just going to run out the clock here. 3, 2, 1. Big win for the Buffaloes tonight at Buffalo Stadium. Boom goes the dynamite here in Giddings as the Buffaloes beat the Caldwell Hornets 50-14. An outstanding performance by the Buffalo offense, and again the Buffalo defense shutting Caldwell down to 1 touchdown in each half. And so we'll come back here in a few minutes and wrap this one up. But at this time, we'll go to John with a few words, a recap from tonight's fine sponsors that make this broadcast possible. And then we'll come back and wrap it all up here from Buffalo Stadium.
Thanks, Mike. And we are going to start with the Yaney family and Leaks' Oil, who proudly support the 2020 Fighting Giddings Buffaloes. With over 40 years of oil and gas experience, they actively acquire oil and gas mineral rights in Lee and surrounding counties. They'll be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding your oil and gas lease, and will gladly make an offer to buy royalties, mineral interest in any real estate that is for sale. Also, Yaney Properties will try to help with your rental property needs, from their high-end house rentals to apartments in the Giddings and LaGrange area. They would love to help you. The Yaney family strives to serve the community. Their number is 979-542-3509. Go Buffs, go! We also thank Goodson Voigt Lumber. They are your one-stop for all your farm, ranch, and home needs. Give them a call at 979-542-3181 or visit in person at 251 North Orange Street in Giddings. And make sure to say hi to Chad, Mark, and Ernie when you see them. We also thank Siegler Insurance Incorporated, where personal service is our first policy. You can visit them at 172 West Austin Street in Giddings. Or you can call Siegler Insurance Incorporated at 979-542-3449. We also thank B&B Auto and Farm Supply. You can call them at 979-542-3615. Or come by for all your automotive and farming needs. KGID also thanks Ronnie's Tire and Auto. You can visit them at 1996 East Austin Street in Giddings, or call at 979-542-4274. We also thank Grim Feeds. You can visit them at 2849 County Road 114, or call at 979-540-8620. They are a proud sponsor of the 2020 Giddings Buffaloes season. We also thank Dana Lehman, Realtor, Rural, Residential, and Ranch Properties. You can reach her at 979-716-8033 and contact Dana when it's time to sell your property. KGIG also thanks Blue Bonnet Electric Co-op, serving Central Texas since 1939. We also thank Lopez Auto Clinic. You can visit them at 176 7. We also thank Colton Christensen Construction as the victory bell rings in the distance, a locally owned and insured contractor. For all your home improvement needs, contact Colton today at 979-716-7009. Giddings Buffalo football on KGID 96.3 is brought to you by Edward Jones, a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners alike. Call financial advisor Rachel Conley at 979-542-6061 and learn how Edward Jones can help you reach your financial goals. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Buffalo football on KGID is sponsored by Paleo Powder Foods. You can find it at Gourmet Divas on Highway 290 in Giddings for a line of diet-friendly spices and grain-free breadings. That's Paleo Powder Foods. Flavor your health. Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size tractor from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and Gators too. A John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere. And before I kick it back to Mike for the post game, we're gonna give you some final scores and current scores from around the district. Current scores involve Smithville at Gerald. Smithville 63 to Gerald 6.
Yeah, Smithville took a beating last week, and they're gonna get it all back in 1 week.
Ouch. So then we've got Gonzales at Lavernia. It's Lavernia 47, Gonzales 16 in their fourth quarter. Navarro's at Cuero. Cuero's 42, Navarro 21 in their fourth quarter. And then some final scores from around the district. Hargrave's at Navasota. Hargrave has scored again for 12, nothing Navasota in their final score. Taylor at LaGrange. It's LaGrange on top with 48 against Taylor's 20. And you know the story here. Giddings 50, Caldwell 14. Now for the post-game wrap-up, Mike Buck.
All right, thanks, John. Good to hear that Buffalo bell sounding in the distance a while ago. That's a long-time tradition for the Giddings Buffaloes. Dates all the way when the stadium was across town. I remember as a kid in the early 70s watching the football players ring that victory bell. So that's a sweet sound, and it can ring all night tonight as the Buffaloes win 50-14 over the Caldwell Hornets. Just a quick wrap-up. 5 touchdowns on the ground tonight for the Buffaloes. Senior Cody Gill with a 1-yard run. Brady Zoke broke off a 31-yard run. Gage Yaney a 47-yard run. And Gage Yaney with an 8-yard run, all in the first half on the ground. Dylan Hernandez got a 3-yard touchdown run here in the fourth quarter. So the Buffaloes scored 5 times on the ground, twice in the air in the first quarter. Quarterback Holden Yachtslaw connected on a 3-yard pass to Lofty Cruz in the end zone. And then he had a nice 10-yard pass to this tight end, Jesse De La Torre, in the third quarter. And good job tonight by Holden Yachtslaw. And not only throwing the football, just making headsy plays on the field, tucking it and running when it was nothing there. He just an outstanding quarterback, junior quarterback for the Buffaloes, doing a fine job this season. And the Buffaloes have improved to 3-1, and with this victory over the Caldwell Hornets tonight. So, anything you want to add, John, before we say goodnight?
Only the few items that we hit at the very beginning of our broadcast with the 3 keys to victory. I think we checked off all 3 this evening.
Yeah, we executed on offense. We said that. We stopped the run for the most part. They hit us with a 21-yard pass, but they never got anything going in the running game. Matter of fact, they just had those 2 trips into the red zone all night long that they scored on. So good job once again by the Buffalo defense against the run. And number 3, turnovers. Okay, it was on the ground several times tonight. I believe they had 4 turnovers. That's their average. They've averaged 4 turnovers a ball game. We got those turnovers early too, and kind of put us out front, and we just never looked back from there. So good job on tonight by the Giddings Buffaloes, offense, defense, once again special teams as well. So I think that's a wrap here from Giddings, Texas. Next week, we're on the road. Buffaloes travel to Navarro for the final game in non-district, and we'll get a week off after that as we start to head into district play. So from Buffalo Stadium tonight, final score, the Giddings Buffaloes 15, the Caldwell Hornets 14. For Mike Buck, John Conley, and Greg Shelton, good night from Buffalo Stadium. Thanks for tuning in tonight on 96.3 KGID, your home for classic country and the home of the Giddings Buffaloes.